Hello, my little Cybees. How is everyone today? Oh good, the multi-chat's working. All I need is more technical issues, which I always have at least one. Just wait, it'll happen. How is everyone today? We're just having one of our yap sessions today, as the Malcolm would say. No particular topic, just drawing and yapping. I am inching closer to finishing this page. Me being avoidant of working on the backgrounds. I'm mostly going to be coloring today, I think. Oh, it is so hot out today. My pets have just been lying on my bed directly in the air conditioner all day. It's fucking awful out. Yeah, Cybees, that's what apparently you're called. Malcolm also coined that. Or Psychophants, yeah, someone in the Discord came up with that. And that's a problem with writing your AU, you have to actually write it.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. I got the job with a pay increase, let's go.
Hey, congratulations, Miss Jasmine! I know you were talking about that last time, that you had, like, I think the interview, right? Or you just had the interview and you were, like, freaking out. Glad to hear it, though. It is a tough market out there right now. Oh wait, so I have 3 creatures. I have 3 crutches. I have 2 cats and a dog. Sometimes you guys hear the dog in the background. She does not approve of me talking to the invisible people. Not at all. So she has to sit behind me on the bed most streams. Pouting and sulking. Right now she's just enjoying the fan of the air conditioner. Isn't that right? Yeah, she's looking right at me. Yes, today I'm mostly going to be playing music. And drawing. If any of the haters would like to come ask me questions, they can do that today. It's so annoying when they pop in on, like, a specific topic stream and are like, answer this, answer that, talk to me, and it's like, no, I'm talking about spirit science today. Oh no, Kaiju, you got me.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. I did a meme from Discord, no one gives tax.
Speaking of memes, I'm sure Kaiser has sent me something. I think Kaiser is expressing the will of the entire chat right now. I think you know the rules of our game. Like, ever since you could buy chats, it feels like you're ignoring us. Check out this cool fusion I drew! Hey, I combined the chats long after I finished Wolfenite, alright? I'm not that slow. My word. Oop, wrong button. I'm still getting used to turning my numpad into, like, a little ghetto stream deck. It's working out pretty well for me, though. I might try to do a soundboard eventually. I don't know, Sabine hasn't been by for a while. I don't know, maybe Sabine got tired of me. I've lost so many fans, guys. Because I have the controversial opinion that people have dumb opinions about the Helliverse. They're gonna be so upset that Season 2 is coming out. Speaking of, do you see how many people were acting like it was like their personal 9/11 that Fallout Boy is going to voice Abel in the 2nd season of Hazbin Hotel, and he said he likes the show? Oh my god, guys, he's 41 and he said he likes the show. He must be, like, the most immature person. Why did he even audition for it? I'm sure Vivzy Pop is just holding him at gunpoint. He didn't actually audition. He doesn't actually enjoy it. He secretly hates her. You know, that's what they'll all tell you. Oh, I got this song recently, and I hope it doesn't get hit with the, demonetization.
Kitten Fart sent a super chat. They bother you about drama during theme streams, but then also tell everyone that you can't stop talking about the drama and you can't get over it. Skull emoji, BFR.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. They're like, oh, Sai was harassing us, and it's like, meanwhile, I'm getting harassed by Blackish's fans who are spamming my comments, even though he's like, oh, don't do it, Teehee, it's so funny, you guys, but don't do it. Anyway, I heard this song as a remix in another song, but this version of it seems to be...
Super chat. Did you see the trailers for Zootopia 2 and GOAT? Released on the same day? Disney and Sony are having a war for the furries, lol.
Actually, I haven't watched the trailer for either. Maybe we'll do that. Hopefully that doesn't get me demonetized. Happens sometimes. But yeah, so they heard this song as part of another mix. But that one will get you demonetized, but this one isn't in the YouTube music system. So hopefully this one works, because I really like this song. But yeah, we could watch those two trailers. Why not? I used to do... That was like one of the earliest things I did when I was still just solely a Twitch streamer. Before I reacted to Lily or anything. I did do some trailer reacts, so... Why the hell not? What I need to do is have somebody go back through all of my old daily, yeah, if I did daily streams, can you imagine? All my weekly art streams that are like no topic and kind of figure out what the fuck the topics actually were. Maybe they'll make them a little more rewatchable for people. I mean, I was surprised when I first started streaming on YouTube. I would just take down each weekly art stream like they would eventually expire on Twitch, because I was like, oh, who wants to go back and watch those? People were like, no, leave them up! I want to rewatch them! And I was like, oh, okay, right, well, whatever. Alright. Cool. But yeah, I would like to have somebody go through and, like, chapter them, or figure out the topics, just like, yeah.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. If you mean Patrick Stump, Fallout Boy, didn't he play that bard dude on Star Vs? He's done voice acting for cartoons before Lamau.
Oh, that's interesting. And I didn't know he did voice acting, actually. I just call him Fallout Boy because I think it's funny. That's all. I didn't know he was in the voice acting before now. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, the song's over. So now let us, we'll watch those trailers. Why the hell not? Why not? We'll have fun today. Oop, no, I want the Distracto Vision, so you guys can still see my beautiful artistic talent while I try to, fix up this trace background of my... No, like, from the voice clips we've heard of Abel, he sounds really good. Like, he does like good, like, he does like a good nerdy voice, you know? Anyway, let's see. Zootopia 2 trailer. All I've known about this is it looks like the two of them are doing, like, some Miami Vice undercover stuff. So, I mean, I thought the first movie was fine. I wasn't, like, huge in it. As much as you guys keep trying to claim it, I am not a furry, alright? I just happen to be around a lot of furries, okay? Listen. Listen. I can't even draw animals. I can't be a furry. Anyway.
Welcome to...
But it was definitely one of the better Disney movies. But I still hadn't liked a single Disney movie a lot until Encanto. Like, I can't even remember the last Disney movie I really liked before that one. That wasn't, like, a Renaissance movie when I was a child, you know? Maybe I'm a snob. I'm just not that big a fan of Disney and Pixar. I'm just... sorry. But the animation looks nice, so let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
Welcome to Partners in Crisis. I'm your therapy animal, Dr. Fuzzbee. Greg, we talked about that. What are we making Merlin? Uncomfortable. Yes. And Francine, Clark may be a mouse, but he is your partner first. And we have 2 new partners. Can you tell us about your journey to Dysfunction Junction?
So is this gonna be we're pretending to be a couple because we're undercover, but then we're gonna become a couple for real? I bet you $10 that's where the plot is going.
Well, we've been official partners for 1 week. Happy anniversary! And we are functioning fine. Better than fine. And we
Why are you there?
Sort of save the city, so us being here kind of seems like a huge misunderstanding.
Notice how she answered first, did not allow her partner to speak, and taps her foot when she's suppressing discomfort. And observe the source of her discomfort, represented by the disconnected affectation of her emotionally insecure partner.
Oh, she's
But for
reading them
now,
filth.
we begin by greeting our teammate. Okay, unfortunately, Karen has chosen to see Joel's smile as a sign of aggression.
Okay, this is police partner therapy then, I assume. I thought they were like undercover couples therapy. This is the problem. I'll see something, and then I just make up an entire movie plot in my head, like, automatically.
Hackles down, Karen. Karen, hackles down. Someone get the hose.
Bunny, Fox. This is a make or break assignment. Fail and I will split you up.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
Pops and Wild?
Wild and hot.
Racist
The
against
dream
snakes?
Team. Sorry, Paul.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think he died.
Keep the second ring right now.
They don't wear clothes.
I'm really sorry. No. Stop pulling my ears. Stop pulling my ears. Never pull up on his ears. I have to help my family. Cannonball!
Wait, who's Idris Elba in this?
You know, this is not your worst idea.
Wow, that was almost a compliment.
Oh, her ears up like a little bun is really cute.
Your worst idea is what you did with your ears.
Fuck you, I think she looks cute.
Nick Russ Tyson sent a super chat. 010 no jam hammer soundtrack. No alleyway fight.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of this yet, because a lot of it is like the same old, just animal jokes and retreading some things, but
Nick
we'll
Wolf
see.
sent a super chat. Mandatory tax. And inspired me to spend the rest of my super chat fund, and more, on preserving games from Puritans, including our precious mouthwashing.
Oh yeah, that whole thing's going on right now where good ideas lead to bad ideas. Good idea. Banning gooner porn that has video games where you can rape your mother. Pretty not objectionable. Bad idea. Banning any game that has any theme of sexual assault at all. And banning anything gay because people perceive us as uniquely hypersexual for whatever the fuck reason. If you want to go watch my mouthwashing stream to cheer yourself up, though, it's out there.
Sawesomeness. Sent a super chat. Judge Dredd needs to be in a Zootopia movie.
Like, just Judge Dredd himself, or would he be some kind of animal? What's this goat movie now? Is it Sony Pictures? The fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? Okay.
What's up, it's Stephen Curry? The new trailer for GOAT is
Too
here.
old to know who you are. The basketball movie, though, huh?
Come on. Hey, Will, would you happen to have that red?
No, see, this is more Spider-Verse style. That stop motion
I got
look.
pounds to feed. I don't need one more.
Hey, Will.
Oh, hey guys. That's a lot of kids.
Indeed, it is.
I'm Will Harris.
Hey, I'm Brian here.
All my life, I've always wanted to play professional warball.
Okay, so like the different sized animals living together, they definitely, yeah, they made this to compete with Zootopia too. They did. Oh, you know how the studios used to do that when like Pixar and DreamWorks both came out with like an ant movie?
Like my hero, Jet Fillmore.
I'm the best in the game.
Oh, you must have lost your mind.
Where the fiercest animals compete in the most dangerous stadium.
Hey, can please. Oh, no.
Come on, Olivia.
I'm good here. I live here now.
More just like kind of rote animal jokes.
But there's only one problem. I'm a small in a world of bigs. So, I got next.
A goat.
A go?
What are the rules, y'all? Small can't ball.
Ilonic sent a super chat. Uniquely hypersexual sounds like projection.
Yeah, you know a lot of these conservatives out there, they're into some freaky shit when you get down to it. Is this furry blitzball? That's a good question. It's not underwater, though.
I bet.
Oh, we got another super
Nick
chat
Russ
coming.
Tyson sent a super chat. Harvey Keitel and or Nick Cage Bad Lieutenant needs to be in a Zootopia movie.
Again, as animals or just as, like, human beings running around the Zootopia? That's what I need to know.
All I need is one shot to show the world this kid got game.
I wish I was a baller.
I need to hear it.
Bye.
With feeling.
Firefly sent a super chat. Did you hear about the UK banning porn with no ID?
No, I'm not following what's going on in Britbong land, but I'm sure it's a similar circumstance to wherever the fuck we're doing right now.
You goats are weird.
Okay, this is interesting.
Boom!
Kind of like how
One more
grimy it
forward.
is
In
compared to
the
Zootopia,
flesh.
personally.
Normally, these sell for around 6, but I'll give it to you for 5.
Pristine upper mesh. Taut laces.
Your texture was a little pixely right there, though.
Nutty.
Nasty.
Actually, I kind of like this cover of Baller, though. Well, that looks corny as shit, but I'm sure a lot of kids will love it. Oh no, wrong button again. Now let me turn my music back on. Oh yeah, it's furry summer, guys. It's furry summer. Oh, this is Rose Quartz's Fountain. I'm speed running through Now We're Only Falling Apart and Ruby Rider in these comics issue 8. I got two or three more pages for this installment though, so that's probably what I'll be working on next time. I'm gonna try to power myself to finishing this. I had some IRL stuff going on, but now I'm mostly free, I think. Hopefully. Oh god, a reboot of Forrest Gump, but it's all free.
Awesomeness.
I'd watch
Sent
that.
a super chat. I know what I'm seeing in IMAX now.
Yeah, I mean, at least like the style of the GOAT basketball movie more than the style of Zootopia, because like, it seems like Disney and Pixar is kind of behind the curve when it comes to the look of 3D animation, because Spider-Verse really just turned the entire industry on its head, like, just with one movie, and then they topped themselves with the second movie. And personally, I've always had trouble getting into 3D animation, so I
Igor
love
sent
it.
a super chat. Might watch if only for the fictional sport in GL.
Is it a fictional... basketball is not a fictional sport. I mean, it is just straight up basketball, isn't
Nicholas
it?
Tyson sent a super chat. The song is I Wish by Skilo You Fraud Millennial.
Okay, fine, fine. I never knew what the actual title was.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Last year was Brat Summer. Now it's Furry Summer. The girls stay winning.
The furry girls are winning, yeah.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Speaking of furries, you hear of Uma Museum?
Yes, I have heard of the anime girl horse game.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Call it Forrest Gump.
I'd take that than just a straight up, like, remake of Forrest Gump, which I'm surprised hasn't happened yet with them remaking goddamn frickin' anything. Oh, I know, K-pop Demon Hunters was so good. It's like, I didn't expect it to be bad or anything, but I didn't expect it to be, like, really good either, you know? I was pleasantly surprised. I guess basketball is fictional. That's a very American point of view, I think. No. Soccer is more disrespected than basketball. No, that's true. Top dogs in America are baseball and American football, though. And damn it, why are you lagging on me, Clip Studio? Don't crash. Yes, I watch K-pop Demon Hunters, because, Skrill and Celeste would not let me rest until I saw it. So I said, fine. We'll have a movie night. I think my program has crashed, which is great. I better not lose any progress. I don't know how it reminded you of Turning Red, but maybe it's because music was involved. The boy band was very funny in K-pop Demon Hunters. It was good. It's just a campy little movie, you know? It knows exactly what it wants to be. And that's admirable. We need more camp. It seems to be the way movies are going right now. More camp, more color. Why is Clip Studio not even in my task manager right now? What the fuck just happened? Alright, I'm just gonna have to hard shut off the program and bring it back up. Oh, now it's fine. The fuck? Okay. Yeah, we'll make our own Forrest Gump with blackjack and hookers. Yeah, the Saja boys. They're freaking hysterical. I'm gonna reopen my previous pages for the colors. No, seriously, watch K-pop Demon Hunters. It is way better than you'll expect it to be. Trust me, it's actually very funny. It's very funny. And it knows exactly what it is. Like I said, we need more camp. It seems like, between, like, We have, like, the new Silver Age style James Gunn superhero movies that are pissing off the chuds for some reason.
Sent a super chat. Said it before you got here. Psy fights her setup like John Connor fights Skynet.
We shouldn't be enemies, my setup. But yeah, because like we had like the Barbie movie, everything everywhere all at once.
Sent a super chat.
Sorry,
to be honest, I'm more looking forward to the Bad Guys 2 than Zootopia. Also, the furry artist will go crazy with these furry movies.
Yeah, Bad Guys 2. It's furry summer, guys. I still need to see Bad Guys 1. I do like the animation in those movies, though. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of anthropomorphic animals lately. Yeah, with like the Puss in Boots too, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, the Barbie movie, the Silver Age superhero movies. It seems like people are sick of gritty and realistic, and they want colorful, fun movies again. You know, and given how things are in this day and age, can you blame anybody? Really? You know. That does seem to be the trajectory we're going with entertainment now, which I don't mind.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Homer, camp? Oh, like when a clown dies.
Oh god, I remember that episode too. What is it, the ludicrously something and the somethingly ludicrous? I forget the line. No, I meant 2 as in as well, but it wasn't 2.
Sent a super chat. Skynet should be in the next Zootopia movie.
What kind of animal was Skynet be based on? What would the Terminators look like?
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Gay Pop Demon Hunters is fun but sincere and I appreciate that. There were no look into the camera and make fun of the movie they're in type jokes and I appreciate that. If that makes any sense.
No, exactly. It is completely confident with the world and the tone it has set up. It doesn't shy away from its own tone. Which, yeah, you had that in the Marvel era for a while where it's like, oh, we have to make sure the audience knows that we're not taking this seriously either. Ha ha, isn't this a ridiculous concept? It's like, no, these newer movies are like, no, we're just gonna own our crazy fucking concept.
Nick Crest Tyson sent a super chat. Bad Guys has Hunter S. Thompson Snake, making it the second children's movie that reference fear and loathing in Las Vegas.
I'm sure more than 2 have, to be honest. There's plenty of kids stuff that, like, references, like, adult movies and shows that kids would have no idea of. It's usually either there for the parents or just to amuse the animators themselves, you know? That's something people, like, forget, too, because they're always like, oh, those references are in there for the parents. It's like, what if it's just in there for the people making the show? Because, you know, those people are adults, too. It's like, people always forget that adults make the cartoons. You know, it's like these little ankle biters I've been running into lately who are like, oh, you shouldn't be talking about cartoons if you're over 25. And it's like, who the fuck do you think makes the cartoons? Like, who the fuck do you think makes everything you like? It's people in their 30s and 40s. Sometimes even 50s and 60s. Just such a bizarre attitude. I thought Zoomers would be over this.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. The tragically ludicrous and the ludicrously tragic.
Thank you, thank you. God, I should know my Simpsons quotes better. The tragically ludicrous and the ludicrously tragic. So yeah, like when a clown dies. Exactly. Oh, Ralph Bakshi sure as hell did make a lot of off-the-wall cartoons, if that's the word for it.
Sent a super chat. I just remember thinking when Zootopia first came out that this would mark the birth of a whole new generation of furries.
Oh, it absolutely fucking did. I'm sure of it, yeah. I mean, a lot of furries came from the early, like, we had a lot of anthropomorphic animal shows in the 90s, so a lot of the old Spielberg cartoons bred a lot of furries, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll see how the Steven Universe spinoff is. I mean, I am famously a Lars hater, but I will put up with him if I get my gem lore out of it. And it'll give me more stuff to play with in my AU, so hey. I don't like a lot of Ralph Bakshi's movies, but, you know, it's kind of like Evangelion, where it's like, I don't have to like it to respect it, you know? Treasure Planet was your furry awakening? That's an unconventional one, but okay. Here I am noodling at my outlines again when I'm supposed to be coloring. A lot of people say that. I was never interested in Treasure Planet, I'm sorry, but it does seem like a lot of younger people really stand that movie. Which I understand, you grew up with it, you know? I don't like clashing 3D and 2D. It really just kind of makes me ill to look at it. So I can't watch Titan AE either. Imagine if Earthworm Jim was your awakening for furrydom, though, you know? You don't see a lot of bug furries. Well, like I said before, I'm not a big fan of Disney in general anyway, so... Look, Kaiser, just because I found that one dinosaur lady hot in Wani Hug That Gator doesn't mean I'm a furry now.
John Williams sent a super chat. Ralph Bakshi famously did his Mighty Mouse reboot by lied on the rights. The studio not realizing they were actually the ones who owned Mighty Mouse.
That is so funny. Didn't Universal do something like that once? They were trying to, like, sue over King Kong or something, only to find out they didn't actually own it. God, there's so many furries in my chat. Was this drama recently on the Ruby Twitter where a 19-year-old was being called an abusive grown-ass man for arguing with a 16-year-old? Yeah, that is the attitude I've been running into with, like, these has-been hate-them haters. Where they're like, I'm 19, that makes me a big boy. My opinion should be taken seriously. And then at the same time, they turn around and go, you're too old to be arguing with me. It's like, well, make up your mind. Are you a big boy adult whose opinion should be considered and responded to, or are you not? You know? It's like they're used to going, but I'm neurodivergent and a minor, and now they can't do that anymore, so they have to find something else to say. So now it's just this bizarre argument that, well, you're like 20 years older than me, so you can't comment on the stupid shit I just said because arbitrary reasons I'm asserting right now. You know, like, nah, I'm pretty sure I can just, like, say, hey, you had a bad take on that cartoon. I was like, I didn't even, like, react to that dude's videos. He was white knighting for Artis, who I just spent the entire time saying, wow, your takes are bad and you're homophobic because her takes are bad and she's homophobic. And it's like, oh, you're only calling her homophobic because she doesn't like, Blitz and Stolas as a ship. But it's like, no, I'm calling her homophobic because she acts like, fucking Stolas is a mincing, predatory gay man corrupting poor, innocent Blitzo, who never did anything wrong in his entire life. And anytime, Stolas shows any sexual desire, she hates it and rages against him. Even though Blitzo is a fucking slut. Affectionately. Yes, I know it's the natural environment of the furries on the internet, just like it's the natural environment of neurodivergent weirdos like me, and all sorts of other fringe groups. It just is what it is. I've had to explain this to normies all the time.
Nostalgic Nerd 90 sent a super chat. Treasure Planet underrated and forgotten by Disney.
Well, one thing I'll say, even though I'm not a fan of it, Treasure Planet did get fucking sabotaged.
John Williams sent a super chat. Actually, they sued claiming they owned, but the director estate countersued claiming they owned it. Universal found out the book was public domain.
So nobody owned it. Hooray! Yeah, see, back in the day, things went into public domain after, like, 30 years.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Treasure Planet my absolute hyperfixation when I was 15. I know way too much about that movie.
God damn, I think it just hit some of you at the right age, you know? It's like how people my age are the only ones who like Hook, or at least people who saw it as a kid are the only people who like Hook, you know? It's one of those things, that case. Yeah, I don't understand, like, these people who, like, act like hating Vivzy-Pop cartoons is, like, a moral imperative, and you're inherently a bad person if you don't hate her and her cartoons and think she's like the worst, most abusive person in the world. And then they turn around and say, you're the one obsessed.
Scones and Jam sent a super chat. Let people enjoy things seems to be a lost art nowadays.
Yeah, it sure does. Like, because people are like, oh, are you going to, like, go over manga common or sarcastic choruses Helliverse videos? And I was like, well, no, because I don't have a problem with those videos. Because even if I don't agree with some of their criticisms, they're still criticizing the shows as they are written, and based on the text, not based on their weird parasocial hatred of the creator that definitely comes from some deep-seated misogyny.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Like Blitzo isn't just as attracted to Stolas as vice versa.
Yeah, like the whole time Artis was acting like he was some kind of blushing virgin, and it's like, do you, like, this guy does casual sex hookups all the time, and you're pretending he was, like, coerced into a sex-only relationship. Like, this dude banged Moxie and Millie's ex just to say he could, and as, like, a bit of subterfuge. Blitzo is a slut. Affectionate. I like sarcastic chorus. I watch them every once in a while. I don't have to agree with somebody, you know, to watch a video critical of something I like, as long as they're actually, like, talking about the thing.
John Williams sent a super chat. King Kong book is public domain and was tied into the film, which Universal will sue if you use any film imagery. It's why Kong and Godzilla movies is so different, in not called King.
Oh, right.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Treasure Planet? Nah, Atlantis the Lost Empire.
Yeah, I think Atlantis really is less appreciated than, Treasure Planet.
Sent a super chat. The has-been haters seem confused. They post stuff online saying offensive stuff about Viv, then act like no one can comment on them. Hypocrisy, obviously.
Yeah, that's the part that really cracks me up, because they're, like, especially with, like, the Pink King and Blackish thing and all, they're like, well, they're responding to you, and I'm like, they're not responding to me, though. They're not responding to what I actually said. They're not responding to any critiques I actually gave of the video. They're just digging up dirt on me and trying to paint me as a terrible person. It was exactly what they do to Vivzy Pop. They're like, well, it can't be just like you don't like her shows. It has to be, we don't like that she's successful at all and she needs to be destroyed. You know, like, maybe do a little introspection of why you feel that way when you see a woman succeeding. You know.
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. Do you think Vivzy was inspired by Bakshi's films?
Probably not. I know who was, though. Wendy Peeney, who wrote ElfQuest. She definitely took her designs of the elves from, like, Bakshi movies, and you can tell in her, like, her really early drawings, too. And she's one of my primary influences, so fun story there. The author of ElfQuest, if I didn't mention it.
Nick Crest Tyson sent a super chat. Then you got me, the 23-year-old with taste of a 50-year-old. Thank you, Dad, for my taste of hair metal and how me the movies.
Hey, you like what you like.
Tyler Preston sent a super chat. How long till Lors jumps on the Visa hate train?
I don't know, it's kind of interesting, because, like, she came out praising Has-Been Hotel right after her and KP stopped being friends. And KP, of course, hates Vivzy Pop, because she once wrote to Vivzy Pop trying to get a guy who used to work for her when he was 16 fired. And, of course, Vivzy Pop didn't respond to her, and she was like, oh, well, I hate her and her shows now. And it's like, okay. As her last name is Penny, okay. You can actually read all of ElfQuest, right on the ElfQuest website these days, too. If you want to get into another thing I like. It's like an indie comic that's been going on since the 70s. Can we gatekeep Lily from everything? Well, actually, Lily seems to be avoiding cartoon reviews these days, which is good.
Bylonic sent a super chat. It's always a woman too who's the target. Rolling eyes face emoji.
Seems to be, yeah.
Scones and Jam sent a super chat. Someone is misogynistic female creator. Defends herself someone. Wah.
Or even just insults them back. You know. I don't know. It's like how, like, for a while, Vivzy Pop couldn't even, like, favorite a tweet without people, like, going, oh my god, what evil scheme does she have behind doing this?
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. How do people hate Hook? It has Rufio.
Well, see, I'm telling you, people who didn't see it as a kid don't like it, but people who did see it as a kid do. That seems to be the phenomenon we're dealing with here. Oh, I'm missing a line here, actually. Y'all thought Rufio was, like, the coolest fucking kid. Back when millennials were kids, though. People act like the actors on Has-Been Hotel are there, like, being held at gunpoint by Vivzie Pop herself, and she's, like, tormenting them, and they all secretly hate her. It's really fucking strange, and it's this weird high school clique bullshit. Like, we have to convince ourselves that everyone also hates this person we don't like, too. This person we don't like for really petty, stupid reasons. Oh yeah, well, Treasure Planet definitely got buried in the marketing, because Disney just kept blowing the guys who want to make it off. Even though they had success after success under their belt, and then they basically sabotaged the movie. Avoid this tangent line above her hand there. Scooch that up a little bit.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. V-pop aesthetic. Aw comfort of my Gork character less than 3.
What is V-pop? No, people just make up shit about creative. But again, has been hate them. Just SU crit warmed over the microwave. That's what it is. It's like, wow, another female bisexual showrunner who is making a cartoon with a lot of gay themes in it is getting hated on again. Imagine. And Gooseworks is like way more catty back to maybe that's what it is, though. Because Gooseworks just says bizarre, sarcastic things back that you can't even argue with. Yeah, it just confuses people into compliance.
Igor sent a super chat. Nobody ever goes after the other people that work on the show for some reason. Yeah. Rolling eyes face emoji. Dana_Brain sent a super chat. I somehow procured a John Silver Treasure Planet McDonald's toy. Yeah, they made them.
Wow, that might actually be really rare. Do people still, like, collect McDonald's toys? It used to be a huge thing. Yeah, I caught the tail end of Ant's stream on Fantastic Four last night. He was picking on Jester Bell again for her bad takes. And I guess they're all acting like Sue Storm having a heroic moment is, like, girl bossing woke DEI, whatever the fuck. Because superhero saves the day is bad? I don't know. Are they still making Beanie Babies? They're never gonna be as big as they were. Yeah, Risen with the Tism is how Gooseworks gets away with it. Well, they'll all deny that it's aimed at an adult audience, and then they have, like, a very childish understanding of it, which is really funny. They're like, no, this show is for... They've been saying to me, like, oh, you're 40 and you like this ass show for teenagers. They'll say, because they think you can't swear on the internet, because they've been so brain-poisoned by fucking TikTok self-censorship, they have no idea how adults talk anymore. I never understood the, they swear so much in that show complaint. It's like, they don't swear much more than any other fucking show. What are you talking about?
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Only McDonald's toys I saw were Bionicles.
They were Bionicles McDonald's toys? That's lore I didn't know.
Sent a super chat. They buried Treasure Planet, and I will put money on them cashing in and making a live-action remake. Mark my words.
No, because it would be too much CGI cost probably. They couldn't just film it in a resort in Hawaii. You know? Probably. Yeah, right. The Has-Been hate people would not even survive the average Brandon Rogers video. And they forget that he co-writes Hell of a Boss. And, you know, like, fucking Has-Been Hotel is so tame compared to so many other things. So because it's that tame, yeah, I can see why it does have a teenage fan base. Should have a super coming. Hello?
Bionic sent a super chat. Fun fact about Hook. Hoffman and Hoskins imagined Hook and Smee as a gay couple, and that's how they performed them as.
I wouldn't be surprised. There is that one scene I always show. Let's play it again. Let's play it again. Let's play it again. Where they're obviously trying to crack each other up the entire time. And it's very funny. And it's very, very funny. So I'll play that scene real quick, because I've played it on stream before. I probably won't get in that much trouble. Let me turn off my music real quick.
Smee.
This joke was in a children's movie. This is something you would probably see in Hazbin Hotel. We used to... The movies I grew up with would kill the average Zoomer, I swear. Anyway.
Agreed to a preposterous plan, an absurd war. Now I'm bound by my indefatigable good form to wait.
I'll fix you a nice place.
Wait for what? Whether it be 3 days or 3 decades, you will all...
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Now I need Spinel with spatula and grill boss apron.
I mean, I could actually make that. They have aprons on Fourth Wall. I have a Fourth Wall shop, by the way, guys. Maybe I'll advertise that next. So let's watch this funny scene first. And I have the supers paused, because this is very important, guys.
Whether it be 3 days or 3 decades, he will always be a fat old pad. Oh, I hate being disappointed, Smee. And I hate living in this flawed body. And I hate living in Neverland. And I hate Peter Pan!
Smee. Oh, Bob Hoskins, you are missed.
Smee. Smee, I've just had a sublime vision. All the jagged parts of my life have come together to form a complete and mystical whole. An epiphany.
Epiphany what?
It's Bob Hoskins.
Does that mean you've lost your appetite?
Yes. Oh, goodbye.
Where you going? Are you getting dramatic?
Goodbye, Smee.
I swear, they must have ad-libbed a bunch of this. It's so funny.
All the Indians and the soldiers and all the lost boys. No, stop.
I know, right? If you're like me and you grew up with Bob Hoskins as Mario and Eddie from Roger Rabbit, you were like, wait, he's British?
This time, Smee. This is it. Don't make a move, Smee. Not a step. My finger's on the trigger. Don't try to stop me, Smee.
Oh, not
Oh,
again.
not again.
This is it. Don't try to stop me this time,
This
Smee.
wasn't a Spielberg
Don't
children's
try to
film.
stop me this time, Smee. Don't you dare try to stop me this time, Smee. Try to stop me. Smee, you better get up off your ass. Get over here, Smee.
I'm coming.
Smee! This is not a joke. I'm committing suicide. Don't ever frighten me like that again.
I'm sorry.
Well, are you some kind of a sadist?
I'm sorry. How's you feel now?
I want to die. Oh, no. There's no adventure here.
You call this no adventure?
Death is the only great adventure.
I'm telling you, this is two actors trying to crack each other up right now. Yes, very good, very good. The little kiss on the cheek, yeah, I know! It's so good!
Sawesomeness. Sent a super chat. I can't believe Hook has haters. I won't expect it.
Well, my mom hates the movie, but again, she was an adult when it came out, so that's my
person
theory.
sent a super chat. I'm 38. Guess I can't work on this movie anymore. Pensive face emoji.
Don't you know, C-Puff, you're not allowed to talk about cartoons, especially you're only a little younger than me, so, you know, once you hit 40, it's just all over. You're supposed to just shrivel up and have no interests anymore, and no hobbies, and not be in the craft of cartoon making, even though adults make all the cartoons.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. British by Romany at that. One of the few. R.I.P.
Really?
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Imagine showing the Has-Been Hates on the episode of Trailer Park Boys or 48 Hours, or Scarface, both the movie and the video game.
Hell, just show them Aqua Teen Hunger Force. They wouldn't be able to handle it, you know? But yes, I did want to show off my merch shop, which there should be a shelf on my channel, but it doesn't seem to show up. rude, but you can go to sizescribshop.com, and I have a bunch of new items that I added recently. If you didn't see the short and the announcement about it, you too can now have a shirt that says, "I'm having an autist moment." You can wear these things in public, guys. And I ordered a bunch of samples for myself a little while ago to make sure that they were decent. I have 2 of the hats. I have 1 of the sweatshirts. So all very good quality. I'm happy with it. I would still either hand wash them or wash them inside out. But it is direct-to-garment printing, which, having worked in printing, I know direct-to-garment printing and sublimation printing especially is better than graphic press. Because all that is like a giant press-on shirt design, you know, the kind that washes off after like 2 washes. So that's why I got rid of my spring store. Their stuff was garbage. I should show my merch ad. I already, but nah, they can go watch it. I just wanted to show off the little website.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Listen that moment and Hook when Peter reconnect with his inner child. Crying face emoji.
I don't know. I don't really remember much of the movie besides, like, Rufio and Hook and Shmi, because they're, like, the best part. You know? Not gonna lie.
Saffron sent a super chat. Why can't adult characters who may be a tad effed up, just act a bit effed up? I don't get the hate for adult animation titles.
I don't know. Because, that's what I was saying in, my first Has-Been Hate-Dem stream, which I am cutting down bits of, even though it's in 240p, even the recording was in 240p, so I'm gonna do some creative editing on that one. But yeah, like, Limus in that first one acting like it's some horrible thing for 2 people in, like, a fucked up situation to find commiseration with each other. You know, it's like, well, if they can't get out of their fucked up situation, they shouldn't have any comfort at all. Like, what is your thesis here? You know, people kind of reveal themselves a little bit when they give opinions like that, you know? I'm saying. Oh, I didn't make a shirt with her with the wine bottle. Just a sticker for now, but if I'm gonna make it a shirt, I'd want to make it some kind of design, not just slap the image on a shirt, you know? But I can always do a... You made a merch ad? Oh, that's the one you want me to show, Kaiser. Okay, never mind. I thought you meant my merch ad. I have to show everyone Kaiser's merch ad, which you didn't send me in DMs, Kaiser. It's on Twitter, though. I can just go get it from there. I mean, Lemus made a whole response video and said, "Leave me alone" at the end, and then goes around commenting on anything to do with me, and was in Blackish's video having the little group therapy session over getting told your cartoon opinions are bad.
Guy493 sent a super chat. So how about that South Park episode?
I haven't seen the recent one, if that's what you're talking about. I don't really watch South Park anymore. Anyway, so here's the wonderful ad Kaiser made for me for my merch store. Buy my merch! 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 There you go. There you go. Classic critic reference. I forgot to turn the music back on. Damn it. Oh, the Trump episode. I've seen the Trump sequence anyway. I haven't seen the entire episode. It was very funny. Especially since they're just, like, they're reiterating shit they did with, like, Saddam Hussein back in the day. It's just pretty based.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. On a spending hiatus right until August and then I'll buy you magnets. Movie Bob, the Critic fan, has a new book now.
Oh no. Oh no, he has a new book. Also, thank you very much. Don't spend any money on me that you can't spare, please. Don't.
Sent a super chat. When you baby your characters, and treat them like they can't have flaws, you get Tash. Never go full Tash.
Yeah, Tosh was written by the kind of people who would hate Fizzy Pop shows, I suppose. Yeah, just, yeah, worst character. Yeah, it's like congratulations, Tosh, you have toppled Ogren for worst Dragon Age companion. It was a high bar, but you cleared it, girl. Or they, whatever. Anyway, I have to see Bob Chipman new book. I have to see. Well, it's not on Amazon. All the books on Amazon credited to him were from 2016. Oh. He has a video called Buy My Book 2025. He's using the same joke as me. I feel unclean. What are you sending me now, Kaiser? Ah! I'm having trouble copying links from the multi-chat. Give me a second. Six hours long. Oh, it's the entire, it's all of Mission Hill in one video. There is a playlist too, though. Yeah, there is a video uploaded by Benji H that is all of Mission Hill. This cartoon that only got one season, adult animated slice of life cartoon. That had the first gay kiss on screen in Western animation. Very good show, very funny. Didn't last, didn't get supported. This was around the time everyone was trying to make the next Simpsons, and anything that didn't take off immediately got canned, unfortunately. Kind of like today, with Nickelodeon trying to make everything the next SpongeBob, and if it isn't the next SpongeBob, then, yeah.
Bean sent a super chat. Apparently the 11 million word Loud House fanfic has been taken down by your detours.
Do I even want to know the history behind that?
Bylonic sent a super chat. Unlike me who likes to traumatize my characters, devilish face emoji.
Well, there's nothing wrong with traumatizing your characters either, but if your character is just there to be an angst-riddled punching bag, that's not really good either, you know?
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. By size book tax.
Yeah, if I ever had a book. Maybe one day.
Dana_brain sent a super chat. Side drinking game stream. What are you sending me now? Kaiser takes a shot.
There we go. Maybe we should come up with a drinking game for rewatching my stream.
Super chat. Funnily enough, Bob was who got me into the critic.
Oh, alright. I suppose Movie Bob is the stop clock. That's right, you know, 2 times a day. You do something good for once. The Critic was a very funny show, though. And that one actually lasted a good while. Again, everyone was trying to make the new Simpsons for a while, and nothing really took off as hard. Except, I guess, Family Guy, but at what cost? I think we're dumber as a species for Family Guy continuing. I did watch Centaur World. Like the first, maybe 5 episodes. I couldn't get into it. I'm sorry. It's just not for me. I know I like a lot of weird stuff and a lot of fantastical stuff, but I can't with stuff that's just weird for the sake of being weird. I just...
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. After work lunch tax chicken noodle soup, store-bought barbecue chicken, and juice.
Barbecue chicken sounds nice about now, though I don't want to eat anything hot because it's so fucking hot out. Idiocracy is free on YouTube right now? Ooh. Yes, the Critic did do a crossover with The Simpsons. I think they were on the same network. No, I mean, I understand why people like Centaur World. It's just not for me. I'm sorry. I just find it kind of boring and just kind of like, okay, you're just trying to just be weird for the sake of it. I haven't seen Gumball, but I have seen clips of it, and some clips that make me wonder how the fuck they got away with half the stuff they did. They were like on some Rocco's Modern Life level right there. Well, I'm sure Family Guy is easy money for Fox, because this is so completely fucking lowbrow entertainment now. You can't accuse it of being a barely disguised fetish when it's too weird to even tell, Kaiser. That's the secret. I had heard the new Gumball was good. It's good when something gets continued and it's like, you know, the same spirit as the original. Other times things get continued and it's just like a soulless simulacrum of what the original was. And it's a little depressing.
Crossover Productions sent a super chat on the topic of bad authors, The Cowardly Christian, if anybody knows them. Dude legit has a hate boner for Mabel Pines, a 12-year-old, and wrote this fanfic called Fusion Falls, Take 2. That's bad.
Oof. So what is it like, demonizing the character you particularly don't like, which is really immature, but hey, it's their fanfic, I guess they can do what they want, you know? It's like me with writing Lapis. I try not to let my own biases against the character come through, and I try to write her fairly. Even when writing fanfiction, I still want to write, you know, well. I don't know how Family Guy is still around. Like, we were all sad when it got canceled the first time, and now it's kind of like, maybe it should have stayed that way. You know, maybe that was for the best, actually. Oh, Gilded is doxing me now? What, because I called him a basic white boy on Blue Sky? He thinks that doesn't make him look insane? That's really what he's pissed about. Yeah, just remind him he's a father.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Did you see the Rocco's Modern Life special / movie on Netflix? I thought it was pretty good.
I heard of it. It seemed a little too metatextual though. Like, oh yes, the time between the show and this actually all occurred. I don't know, maybe one day I'll get around to watching it. Ah, that's just what a chatter said. I mean, most people would think, like, tracking down someone's address and poking it is pretty lame.
A super chat. VOD watcher tax. I usually miss the streams. You should watch Ivanuq if you haven't already. A recording of the full musical is on YouTube.
Oh, cool. I think I have seen it, like, years ago.
Bilonik sent a super chat. Basic white boy, clearly the worst slur of all /s.
No, seriously, that's what started the whole... That's why he wanted to fight me on Malcolm's stream, because I called him a basic white boy.
Crossover Productions sent a super chat. For those wondering, Fusion Falls Take 2 has this really bitter tone and the author keeps reusing the joke of having underage characters exposed, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The fics really bad. Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. No, remind Gilded that his kid is going to call another man father.
Well, you never know. I don't really know what the circumstance there is, just that it pisses him off. The guy who says anything
Greg
goes
Charles
to piss people
sent a
off.
super chat. Will you ever do another has been hate and cringe vid? Also, here's my late.
Yeah, we'll
LOS
probably
hat.
do we'll probably do another one of those streams in the future, because there's a lot of videos out there that are just utter fucking horseshit, but you see how they all react to being criticized. All these people out there like, Vivzy Pop can't take any criticism, and then when you criticize their videos, they're like, oh, I've been attacked! I have to attack you back! I have to dig up dirt on you! You know? It's like, what the fuck, bro? But yeah, I think Guild has been on the internet long enough that he should know that doxing people is super fucking lame and no one will respect it. So, I don't know who he thinks he's impressing, except like the 16-year-old boys who are probably fans of him. The dude is, like, out there saying wild shit with, like, his full face and name on the internet, too. It's like, I know, Shad went after Ant, and, like, everybody on his channel was like, we don't fucking care about this, bro. We don't fucking care that you're fighting with this nerd. That's the thing, like, people, like, have the most bizarre reactions to their videos being criticized, you know? It's like, dude, people are just responding publicly to something you put out in public. It's like a letter to the editor, except, you know, more people can see it. That's all. Oh, they're saying I'm sharing CP, quote-unquote, because that is Courtney's schizo line, for me just, you know, showing excerpts of Stockholm to prove what the content is and how bad it is. I never show anything explicit, and I've never read the whole thing. I said maybe I'd react to somebody doing a reading of it, but that was just a thought. You know, it wasn't any concrete plan. But after she decided I was public enemy #1, it turned into, oh, posting Stockholm is sharing CP, except right now, they're all mad at Opal for walking back her fucking Stockholm video and disavowing it. So it wasn't sharing CP then, but it is now, apparently, so... Yeah, it's also Lily's argument. Lily makes the same fucking argument. That, like, oh, it's weirder that you're reading this than that I wrote it. It's like, what? No, that's not how anything works.
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. Happy Gilmore 2 is out. Godspeed, Adam Sandler.
I don't know how I feel about that, but...
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Is there any gym in particular you want to see more of in Lars of the Stars?
Honestly, the indulgent part of me is like, let's Spinel join them for a little while. The Diamonds think she needs to get out of the house. You know? But I don't know, it'd be fun to see newer characters, though, like, new gems to focus on. I mean, obviously we're gonna have the off-colors, who hopefully get their personalities expanded on a little bit, because there isn't a whole lot there. But obviously this was the show Rebecca Sugar really wanted to make. You can tell from, like, all the early, like, planning and shit, they always had this fucking idea in there, and it's like, oh, for God's sakes, why do you keep trying to make me care about Lars? Oh, like Laya would threaten Gilded. Gilded is his top enforcer. That guy is there to normalize degenerate sex talk around people. Because everyone will go, no, if you take that guy saying that shit seriously, you're the problem. He's just a troll. You're the problem if you have any reaction to or problem with that. And what does that do? That normalizes that kind of talk. And so they've all normalized all this weird sex shit around each other, and then they use that against each other. It's bizarre. The whole art commentary community, or just commentary community in general, whoever they think they are, they seem to think they're all of YouTube, and anybody who shows up with a microphone talking about internet stuff is automatically under their purview. And it's like, no. Their group is so small and so insular, but they expect, like, everybody else to, like, know all of their inter-community bullshit. Like, they just start rattling off names at you, like, well, what about when so-and-so did this to Hoozadinkle? And it's like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, nor do I care. Yeah, I mean, that's the monkey's paw, isn't it, Sylvester? I did say before that I would tolerate Lars of the Stars if it got me more gem lore. I guess I can't complain. I did say that. No, right, you just have to say, I disavow 20 times, and then you can invite the person who's saying, like, the objectionable shit onto your stream to talk, and it's fine. Yeah, Laya went completely mask off with his homophobia, and you would think the little ankle biters around him would care more about that, but you know, even in progressive circles, lesbians aren't treated very well a lot of the time, so, you know, just saying. Yeah, he's out there saying, like, oh, she's only a lesbian because she got hurt by a man, probably, because he can't imagine that a woman would have sincere sexual desire for other women and not men, because, you know, he's a straight man, he can't wrap his head around that. No, it's fine, Magic Missile, this is a general stream where I just talk about whatever. So now's the time if you want to talk about current internet drama, honestly. So when I'm doing a topic stream, I want to stay on topic. I mean, I don't always succeed at that, obviously, but it's not even casual homophobia. It's just straight up homophobia. Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from a Christian from Texas, so you know. Oh yeah, I still need to watch I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. I've been following the development of it. I haven't watched the pilot yet. I'm so bad at getting around to watching things. I don't know. I'm assuming Lyo's wife was church assigned at this point. Now he's gonna take that joke so serious. Because remember, you can joke about anything. Nothing is off limits if you're trolling and pissing people off, except making fun of their marriage and calling them a father.
Chat. Gilded on over a terabyte of animal abuse material, but he totally only used it for trolling. So that definitely makes it okay. He has a kid, BTW.
Yeah, I know.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Sam the Eagle to ACC. You are all weirdos.
We're all weirdos. It's like my favorite joke.
Crossover Productions sent a super chat. Would you do a stream about bad fanfics?
I've thought about it, but I'm so bad at reading things out loud, you know? Maybe if I had, like, somebody else guesting that would do the reading. That could, like, Ant, probably, but I don't know, because I trip over my words. I'm so bad at, like, I'm not a very fast reader either, so that's the only reason I'm hesitant to do that. But yeah, as far as Gilded, now they're saying, oh, he only had, like, half a gig of bestiality porn that he would spam into Discord servers, so that makes it fine. It's like, okay, nobody collects that shit if they're not into it. Like, bullshit, you know? This is fucking bullshit right there. And if they don't get off on making other people see it unwillingly, you know? It's like, oh, well, he didn't know there were any minors in that Discord server he spammed into, and it's like, well, he shouldn't have been doing it in the first place at all, actually. Doesn't matter if there's children there or not, but it makes it even worse if there were children in the Discord where he was spamming zoophilia and like, actual bestiality porn. So, yeah, so...
Bylonic sent a super chat. What you think of Pirate Software? I heard he worked at Blizzard.
I've seen the compilations of him just... He's like, oh, I never talked about working at Blizzard that much. And then there's like 5-minute long compilations of him going, Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard. I worked at Blizzard. Did you know I worked at Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard when I was working at Blizzard? You know? I don't know much else about that guy, though. He doesn't interest me as much. I don't know why Yandere Dev interests me and he doesn't. I don't control the hyperfixation, guys. Maybe because I was following Yandere Simulator a little more closely because a lot of YouTubers I liked were playing it. I watched Jay from the Cub Scouts play it a lot just because he was fun and he was having fun with it, you know? I didn't care about the game itself, really. It's not trolling, Emma. It's like an old school idea of trolling where all you did was find disgusting images on the internet and make people see them, like sending gore to people, and like even the most hardcore channers like aren't impressed by that anymore and think you're a loser if you do that. So it's like, it's so cringe. And it's like, all you do is make yourself look like a freak. You know, it's like, oh, haha, I'm talking about rape and objectionable things to you, but it's like, you're the one who looks like a fucking psychopath. That any normal adult is gonna go, yeah, fuck that guy, we don't want to hang around him. He's fucking weird. Didn't he just, like, work on their website or something? It was something, he wasn't even a programmer, or maybe that was a rumor, I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but that was something I heard. Why do I have this on 2 different layers? What the hell did I do?
Igor sent a super chat. As Texan with a Christian family, you can bully Leo.
Oh, I got the pass, Leo. I got the pass. I'm allowed to bully you now. Igor said so. Yeah, exactly. Gilded still acts like a 15-year-old on 2004 4chan. And I guess thinks that makes him cool. It's really kind of pathetic. He looks like the kind of guy who, like, is always behind the gas station tweaking, you know? I think Leo surrounds himself with those people very purposefully.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Pirate worked in QA.
God. Working in QA and going, yeah, I basically worked for the company, you know, on the games. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's fluffing up your resume to get another job, and then there's just, like, talking yourself up to people. With lies. Just straight out lies, basically.
Oblivion Blade TT sent a super chat. I still love how these internet tough guys are so angry at you for being a mildly spicy lesbian woman with opinions. Like, actually, what did you do to them other than not be part of their club?
That was it. I'm not part of their club, and I don't want to be part of their club, and I question their behavior.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. What videos were you going to react on Shadowbringer, and how would Lily react to I don't want to be a magical girl in the creator?
I bet Lily would, like, overly praise I don't want to be a magical girl just because, you know, she wants to be PC. I bet anything. So she looks good. She'd overly praise it. But she seems to be hiding away from doing cartoon anything right now after getting bodied by the Dunmeshi fandom. You know? She seems scared to review cartoons, but she doesn't know what else to talk about, so she just keeps making videos on Nom Nom Nami games and Baldur's Gate. And then that blew up in her face because Crispy got a hold of her.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Will you ever play Yansum one day?
Yeah, I think I will. Just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it, because I'm out of Yandev material. We're probably not gonna do another stream on him unless something big happens, you know?
Sent a super chat. Played CODMW back in the day, gilded as weak sauce.
Like, his insults aren't even good, you know? Again, he never grew out of being a 15-year-old boy.
It's not so much a Harley Quinn impression as it is just me making my voice more nasally and exaggerating my own accent. But it just comes across as Harley Quinn.
Enough to at least trick you guys. That's the voice it's like my Mia voice, too. I've been doing that voice for Isen as I've been playing Okami because it's just an easy voice for me to do. That differentiates him because Isen talks more than any other fucking character in that game. And I was like, I need a voice that isn't going to wear me out. You know, Lily had to make 2 whole videos. She was so butthurt by the Dunmeshi fanbase. Well, now I have to do my favorite Harley Quinn line.
And here you thought I was just another blonde bimbo. Well, joke's on you. I'm not even a real blonde.
Yeah, my fucking Spinel voice will inevitably become Harley Quinn on me. I can't help it.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Pirate's main problem is that he refuses to apologize or admit when he's wrong, and also gets his Discord to go after anyone who talks about him.
Well, that's lame, you know? Just using your fan base as a personal army is like the lamest shit. If I find out you guys are doing that kind of thing, like, you know, you can go comment on videos and disagree with people, but if you're like white knighting me, please do not do that. It's lame. I can take care of myself. Yeah, that's one thing I need to practice if I'm gonna start doing voices more, is I gotta practice on consistency and keeping them up.
Lux Clown sent a super chat. Homestuck tax.
You definitely owe that for being a Homestuck fan. Homestuck fans need to pay to get in here. I'm just kidding, thank you. Is it better than Tara Strong's Harley Quinn voice? Oh, I did not like her Harley Quinn voice. I was very disappointed when she took over in the Arkham games.
Bean sent a super chat. Leo surrounds himself with disgusting freaks to make himself look better by comparison.
Maybe, but I feel like there has to be something else to it here, and it's not gonna be me who discovers that. It's gonna be some big dog who really likes to investigate that's finally going to look into Lio. I'd love it if it would be June the King. Just keep making noise at him. I have heard of Daft Peanut. I think I watched a few of his videos, and then he had, like, some drama and...
The Cat Warrior sent a super chat. Spinel and Harley Quinn cosplay when?
Maybe that should be my Halloween image this year, huh? I don't think I even did one last year. I had a lot going on at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, so... I'm gonna get the color value good here. It's like, it's just a fucking background. It doesn't have to be that complicated, but... I kind of have the sun starting to set in this scene as well. Dude, I would fucking die if June the King did a deep dive on Lio Convoy. I think it would be great. I mean, but I think the reason why Lio keeps getting away with so much is he's so small potatoes compared to a lot of other people. And he kind of keeps his head down, but he's involved. He's got his fingers in so many pies all around the internet, you know? Yeah, well, Daft Peanut wasn't someone I ever paid that much attention to. I just remember watching, like, a few of his videos, you know? I don't even remember what they were at this point. I do watch a lot of YouTube. I'm sure I'm like a lot of you guys. Sapphire species evolved from cats?
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Was Daft Peanut the guy who accused Jaden Animations of faking her eating disorder?
If he was, that's a pretty shit move. Like, why do you gotta go after personal things about people when you're disagreeing on the internet or on YouTube? That's stupid.
Oblivion Blade TD sent a super chat. You reminded me about the actual autism spectrum Lily had in one of her Dunmeshi videos. For those that don't know, it's a good to bad spectrum.
I think at the time I couldn't even figure out what the fuck she was measuring because all of her charts are like that. They're just incomprehensible. I will be cutting down the Dunmeshi one eventually. I might release it as a part 1 and part 2 and then a compilation. I had always thought of doing that, but like with the second season coming close, it'd be a good time to release a cut of that. Honestly, when I work on stream edits, it's usually whatever I'm kind of in the mood for, or it's a stream that happened a while ago, so it's kind of fresh to rewatch it again and makes me edit it a little more objectively. But a lot of the time I can still like recall what I was thinking of in my head when I mention something and I can go get the footage of it or whatever, you know? I've been trying to hire an editor. I've been trying to get my brother to work for me. I've been trying to get Dan to work for me. Everyone's got shit going on. And also, I know my own points, and I kind of know how I want them to be arranged, because sometimes I'll rearrange audio for flow and cut things out for flow, so, you know. But I feel like I can edit myself pretty objectively. My aim is usually to make the edits as short as possible. So, I'll cut out a lot of redundancy and a lot of jokes that don't go anywhere, and, you know, stuff like that. And sometimes I'll even just cut out boring or bad points in other people's videos, which makes their videos sound more intelligent. That happens with Lily a lot. No, I don't think Lio has a criminal record, and that kind of what helps him operate as a predator of sorts. Like, I don't even think he's a sexual predator, per se. I think he gets a power trip out of this, more than anything else. You know? A really pathetic power trip, but a power trip nonetheless. He's like the kind of guy who would be working as, like, a shrink officer at a department store and behave like he's an actual cop. You know, he's that kind of guy. Is what he strikes me as, anyway. Yeah, I'm sure they'll complain about this when they've said, like, they've all said far, far, far worse things about me. And they find my humor so much more offensive. In my opinion, so much more offensive than their, like, deliberately, like, edgy bullshit. Yeah, he would be Paul Blart Mall Cop. Maybe Lio is a mall cop. That would be the perfect job for him. I'm a father? Oh no, since when? When did that mysteriously happen? Oh yes, but Lio's changed. Everybody says, oh, we don't even like Lio, and he's an idiot, but he's changed. So you can't talk about the bad things he does. It was only a month ago that he made fun of somebody's abortion. He's changed. You know, they're all full of shit, man. And again, they think their little community is like all of YouTube, and they think like everybody who shows up needs to be beholden to them, and it's super fucking weird.
Oblivion Blade TT sent a super chat. Leo on that Paul Blart power trip.
Kind of. Like, again, he's got mall cop phrenology, you know? He needs to feel a little, like, even a little lick of power over somebody else will go directly to his head. He says he's not, well, he's no Chris Hansen. Even Chris Hansen shouldn't have been doing predator hunting. To catch a predator didn't, like, do anything. It did more harm than it did good. And the show got canceled after they, like, fucking killed a guy, so, yeah. It's almost like predator hunting shouldn't be something that's broadcast. And should be left up to the fucking professionals. The problem with Lio is he's less than useless, because it was only, like, a year ago he didn't even know that reporting stuff to your local police precinct isn't effective if it's not happening in that state. Like, if you're in Texas and you're reporting something happening in fucking Idaho that you know about over the internet, they're not gonna do anything about it because it's not their jurisdiction.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Leo is like Buford T. Justice, a complete joke.
That sounds really familiar. I'm gonna look up what that is.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Leo as a mall cop. Listen, punk, I have a job.
Yeah, right? Oh, from Smokey and the Bandit. That's why that sounds familiar. I never really watched that, but I know of it. Yeah, I didn't know what rain was either, but yeah, he thought, if he just reported a crime he knows about on the internet, probably not even knowing the state it's happening in, that the police would just automatically escalate it to the FBI for him, and when that's not how anything works. Yeah, there's a reason why vigilantism is bad. Like, we romanticize the idea of vigilantism, and, like, every once in a while there may be a case where you're like, yeah, that person had it coming, you know? But in order for our justice system to actually operate, we can't allow for that. We just can't. There has to be rules, and the rules have to be the same for everyone. And that's the only way the justice system can work. And yes, I know it's corrupt in places, and people who are richer can get out of things, but, you know, we can at least try to make it function as intended. We can at least try, can't we? Instead of just giving up and saying, just let everything be fucked. I have no idea what Bonk is up to right now. I think he really liked the attention he was getting during the whole KP thing. I know nobody gives a shit about him, and he's still, like, saying crazy shit on Blue Sky. Yeah, we're not a draconian feudal society. If you want your fucking democratic republic to operate efficiently, you have to have rules. I'm sorry. It's like when people got mad at me for saying I still wouldn't want Lily to be homeless and have no income, you know?
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Nurgle gets I watch all 7 Smokey and the Bandit.
The 7 seasons? Was it 7 seasons?
Thomas93 sent a super chat. If only KP and Bonk learned that.
Neither one of them learned a goddamn thing. Neither one of them learned a goddamn thing. It's almost, like, astonishing. Yeah, Blue Sky is kind of a mess. I don't really interact with Blue Sky much outside of my own little circle. I mean, I don't use it much. I'll announce, like, videos and streams on there when I remember to. I mostly just grabbed 2 accounts on there to grab my own screen names before somebody else did. Yeah, and like when Courtney threw a fit that Krim didn't want Lily to die in the snow, like, I don't know what some people want, you know? Like, look, I'm a secular humanist. I'm going to operate on that worldview, and that worldview includes having the same rules for everyone, even if I don't like them. Though I will return fire when someone pushes me too far, but, you know. I won't just sit there and take it. But I will give people a fair shake. Yeah, I mostly just have my blue sky just as a contact point, basically, you know. I don't think Bisky is gonna last. I call it Bisky. Fucking Chekhov, who writes the White Diamond Steven. AU started calling it that, and they got me calling it too. Because I thought it was so fucking funny. So I started calling it Bisky. And I was like, they should change the name to that, because Blue Sky is just not a marketable name. Yeah, like, you can, like, not like somebody and still be civil with them. That is something you have to learn to do as an adult. Sorry. You know, you can't just go, oh, my coworker votes conservative, I have to, like, fucking destroy them. Like, you know, you can't do that. We all have to coexist on this fucking planet in this fucking society, and in order to do that, we have to have a baseline. Even if we don't like or agree with each other.
Bylonic sent a super chat. I guess it unpopular to say you don't want people to die?
I guess? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I say people have a problem. Like the people now trying to say, oh, Sai is on some moral crusade against Lily, and it's like, you know, wasn't I getting shat on just a year ago for not being on a moral crusade against Lily, and now that I have helped deplatform her somewhat, it's like, well, you didn't do anything. And now you're just on a moral crusade because because she makes you look better by ragging on her. It's like, I just keep ragging on Lily because her videos are fucking out of pocket and fun to react to. And she says, like, so many crazy things, but even she's boring now. Yeah, well, pfft. Lio, being an American evangelical, doesn't act very Christly anyway, and I'm sure he'll say, well, you're an atheist, you can't call me out on that, and it's like, okay, well, whatever. Yeah, in order to combat fascism, we must control how everyone thinks and speaks. That will definitely beat fascism. Like, there's so many people out there who love fascism as long as it would be their side doing it. Since it's the wrong side doing the fascism, that's the only reason it's a problem. Chomo champions? Well, Chomo isn't Spanish. It's short for child molester. Chomo. But yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, I just call them the commentary community because they do seem to be a formal group. And I was always like, nobody pays attention. Like, every single time someone was like, oh, Sai, you're ACC. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not formally associated with those people, and nor do I want to be. And, like, nobody believes me. It's like Falky and Beckett going, oh, you were totally trying to join the CC. It was like, when? Why? Because I talked to you? I didn't even know you were fucking with those people. I was just like, oh, hey, other small YouTubers. Let's boost and hype each other up and shit, you know? Oh, fuck me, I guess. Yeah, I am an ACC. Always cool chick. That's right. Yeah, Chomo's prison slang, not Spanish. I know it kind of sounds like a Spanish word, though, doesn't it? Somebody in chat thought it was Spanish. It's fine. Was that a joke on my name, Floaty Dreams, or asking what program I'm using? Because if you're asking what program I'm using, it's Clip Studio Paint, which I highly recommend and is very affordable, actually. I actually have an affiliate link in my description if you would like to buy Clip Studio Paint. The Pro version, I think, is only $50, and that's really all you need. And it goes on sale all the time, too. I don't know if the ACC is practically dead, though, Igor, because, or Igor. Because, I mean, they're still a cohesive group. They're very insular, and again, they seem to think they're all of YouTube, which is fucking bizarre. But, I mean, they're still roping in vulnerable younger people, which is no bueno. Yeah, the ACC never dies, it reshapes itself into a new tumorous mass that denies that it's the ACC. CC, the content cockroaches. You can never quite kill them off. As long as there is autism, the ACC will always be around in some form. Yeah, I hate that you're right. But you are. Like how they all expect me to respond to them on a stream when that wouldn't even be interesting for you guys. The ACC be in the room with me right now? It is a new drama every week. They all tried to, like, do a coordinated, like, big drama on me, and it just didn't really go anywhere. Because they're the only ones who fucking care. The only people who actually cared are the has-been haters who can't take me saying, hey, you're insane about this show and hating it. And here's why. You don't even have to like it, but, like, for fuck's sake. That's something that always annoys me. It's like, you cannot like something, just don't fucking lie about it. At least understand the thing you don't like. You know? At least fucking-stand it. Yeah, geez, I thought Falky didn't need me for views, guys. I thought, They're free to react to my video edits if they all want to. They don't even seem to know what my videos are. There's a bunch of them like, oh, of course you had to make a video on Lily to try to get back in everyone's good graces. And it's like, this is an edit of a stream from like 6 months ago. This is just what I do. I do highly edited pseudo video essays out of my streams. Because I'm just better live and off the cuff, personally. I don't like writing and performing scripts. I wouldn't be able to do that on a regular basis. The Autistic Country Club! Yeah, that's what ACC stands for. They do act like a fucking catty country club, too, with all the same kind of drama that only they care about as well. So wait, now some people are saying the new Fantastic Four movie is conservative, and then other people are saying it's too woke.
Oblivion Blade TT sent a super chat. The layer of disconnection the internet provides certainly does things to people.
Sure
Insert
does.
Mike Tyson face punch quote here. I'd imagine most of the ACC would freeze up in front of a real crowd.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I will have to wonder if these people have any friends in real life, either, you know? Because it seems like their drama on Discord is, like, the most important thing to them. I mean, if this is how you spend your time online to, like, relax by just blowing off steam fucking with people, I could kind of respect that. But they take it all so deathly seriously. As we mentioned before, like, Beckett acting like I ended a 20-year friendship and shot his dog for saying, oh, I don't wanna associate our channels anymore after knowing each other for like a month. You know? Yeah, Barbie movie too. It's either super woke or super conservative. Even though, like, the whole Barbie movie is about that whole dichotomy of, like, people who say, you have the mom. The mom is the people who say, of course Barbie is feminist, she can do all the things, she's the perfect role model for girls. And then you have the daughter, who represents people who are like, Barbie is sexist, and she's dragging women back, and she sets unrealistic expectations. And then in the middle, you have Barbie, who's just a little doll. She didn't ask for this.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Sigh, we both know the ACC don't have friends.
Not with the way they act. I mean, they all seem to just hang out with each other for an opportunity to take advantage of each other, and that's, like, kind of just a miserable way to be. Like, to the fact that they couldn't wrap their heads around, like, my sincere spirit of cooperation with which I approach YouTube. Yeah, but like I said, Bill Ricky, unfortunately, they're still dragging in younger people, so... And it's like, imagine having to, like, live so, like, with such paranoia all the time and a lack of sleep over internet stuff. Like, come on. Oh, they're absolutely an echo chamber. No, there is no sincerity among them, and it's kind of depressing.
It's Mohammed sent a super chat. Sigh scribbles? More like a witty remark.
Yeah, more like old lesbian. Got her. Might have to, like, restore the line on that a little bit. Yeah, those kids are doomed. Gen Alpha is doomed. We're all doomed. We're just doomed, guys. Doom, 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 doom. Well, yeah, but I mean, I expect that high school drama bullshit from teenagers, but a lot of those people are, like, in their fucking 30s and their 20s, and it's like, it's time to get over that now. Of course, it's like the old video of Lyos I reacted to where he's like, nerds weren't shoved into lockers enough in high school because they're questioning me hanging out with a bunch of much younger women. It's like, And there is no honor among ACC members. We're all just waiting to backstab each other. They all just pick a target for the week. And just go after that person. Oh, see you later, Redland. Thanks for stopping by. True, a lot of them did get popular as teenagers doing YouTube, which is bad for your mental health as well.
Thomas93 sent a super chat. ACC equals always coping club.
Oh, we're going with a lot of good names today. Always coping club is good. I mean, who knows? Maybe someone will blow this thing wide open. We'll find out, like, Lio is the fucking Epstein of the art commentary community, or the commentary community in general. Who knows? I'm sure he'll cry about that if that gets back to him. I mean, on the one hand, I think, you know, treating 20-year-olds like the confused young adults they are is okay. They're getting their start in life, but, like, yeah, this protracted teenagerhood.
John Iestek sent a super chat. The ACC is literally the great houses of Morrowind.
They sure act like they are.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Limus seems to be the new target at the moment.
Yeah, I noticed that. Ace Space did a stream on Limus, which if it's just about the Google Docky, you're a little late on the uptake there.
It's Mohammed sent a super chat. I feel like the reason why so many people on the internet act like teenagers is because they don't have anything going on in their lives. Get problems.
Get real problems, everyone. Get real problems. Let's see. Well, that's why it's called Cope and Seethe. I mean, yeah, Beckett copes and seethe a whole lot. He also sweeps.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. Going to be 30 in August. Confetti
Hey,
ball
congratulations.
emoji. Party face emoji. Confetti ball emoji.
Look, I'm telling you, once you turn 30, fucking with younger
Solar
people
sent a super
becomes
chat.
awesome.
Playing Dragon Age Origins tax.
Yay! Hope you're having fun with it. I'm so glad I got so many people into Dragon Age now that it's dead. Hooray! That's very suiting for that series.
Oblivion Blade TT sent a super chat. Gilded Poo refuses to release the convoy list.
If anything, I think somebody's got a list on him.
Igor sent a super chat. List not Epstein, he's the whole damn island.
Well, I mean, he is rather large. He is very, very large. So, yeah, that's an apt comparison, I think. He's got all sorts of secrets in his nooks and crannies. Does he have short mans? I don't know. We don't know how tall Lio is. Maybe that's something Malcolm can ask when Malcolm finally bullies him onto his stream. When will Malcolm come back from the war, guys? And by the war, I mean music festivals. That's where he is right now. That's why he hasn't been streaming. He just had a bunch of edits to put up. Somebody in Malcolm's server made like a street sweeper remote with Beckett's Sona in it. It was pretty funny. It's like, yeah, why are you like such a little pustule hanging on to like these loser middle-aged men when you made like a pretty good piece on the whole Saber Spark thing? I would also love to see Barbe fight
Tyler
Lio
Preston
again.
sent a super chat. Speaking of real issues, your thoughts on the Sydney Sweeney jeans ad?
Oh, that one with the blonde lady where she's like, I have good genes, and it's like obviously a white supremacist dog whistle. Now let's watch that real quick, guys, and see what we all think about it, huh? Why not? This is a general no-topic stream, so...
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Leo is 5'6" and 400 pounds, and a size 8 shoe.
I don't know how you could possibly know that. But it would be very funny if he's only an inch taller than me and I have bigger feet. That would be very funny. I'm a size 9 in men's, just for reference. Alright. Where can I see the ad itself and not people talking about it? I don't think this is even the one I saw. This is a different one. I bet the one I did see would be on the Twatter. So let me just typey in the background. I'm sure somebody's gotta have it. There's like a few different permutations of it, for fuck's sake. What? Did they pull the original one? Well, let's watch this one. Oh wait, they have an actual YouTube channel. American
This is how
Eagle.
it goes.
Shut up. Alright, let's This isn't the one I saw, though. I swear, this is a different one, but...
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Nicholas
Or
Tyson sent a
that they
super
make your
chat.
butt look
I broke into
amazing.
Leo's house to top deck his toilet.
Ah, excellent news, excellent news.
Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there,
This isn't
right?
the one. There's seriously one where, like, she looks directly at the camera while it says she has good genes, and it's like... It's, like, really fucky. That wasn't the one I saw.
Scones and Jam sent a super chat. I'm just picturing that bit from King of the Hill where Peggy kicks her sister-in-law and goes, "My brother has small feet. I'm a size 12. Who yeah.
Well, I'm a size 11 in women's shoes, but... Isn't the one I saw, though. There was one where she's, like, putting... Oh, this is the one. Can't see the original, but this was the one I saw, where right where she looks at the camera here, talks about her having good genes. And it's kind of dog whistly, you know? It's a little dog whistly. I can't find the original video now, though. I wonder if they, like... Oh, here it is. This is the one. Because I heard this... I saw this without the fucking audio. It was like, what's the problem, I wonder? And then I listened to it, and it was like, oh.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Yeah, so they're actually talking about, like, genetics in this one. Let's listen to that again.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Because they had to give you a sexy shot of her putting on the genes while they're talking about genetics through reproduction. I don't think your genes determine your personality either. That's... I'm just saying, Kaiser, it's a little... Especially if you're American, it's a little sus. It's a little sus. We killed a man on stream? Oh. I must have missed that. So now, you're having a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman in your ad campaign about having good genes, and even having one where she's directly talking about genetics and how it determines your personality. Just seems a bit sus. Like, what are you driving at? What was the purpose of that statement? Exactly. How is it gonna make me want to buy American Eagle blue jeans, which already fucking suck? I will get my Levi's from Old Navy, thank you very much. Or even Old Navy jeans. Wasn't this a parody of an old ad where they had a 16-year-old actress do sus poses? I hope not. That makes it even worse! Yeah, genetics don't really determine your personality unless you have some kind of genetically passed down brain disorder, I guess, but... This seems to be a little bit shady, like, you know, those uncouth people of that other genetic stock that is not mine. You know, just sounds a little like that. Just a touch, just a tad. Just a tad.
It's was sent a super chat, the most unsubtle ad I've ever seen in a hot minute.
Yeah, I think they knew what they were doing, but of course there's enough plausible deniability there that they can go, oh no, you're just misconstruing it, we're just being arty. Wasn't so much eugenics as white supremacy, I think, but that's just my read on it. Which, well, I guess eugenics is like a white supremacist concept in a way.
Solar sent a super chat. A lot of Nazi widows were praising this ad.
Can we go back to calling them neo-Nazis? That makes them sound more pathetic. Can we go back to just calling them skinheads? Because the Nazi Party existed in 1940s Germany. These guys aren't even fucking Nazis. They're just racist. You know? They're just trying to dress it up to sound cooler or more intimidating or more badass or more organized.
Kitten Fart sent a super chat. It can affect temperaments. Personality isn't real.
Maybe. Yeah. This is a difference between temperament and personality. But even then, I don't think your emotional regulation is completely down to your genes either. Like, upbringing has a whole host of effects on that. We watched the Kardashian Gene ad from the Cleveland show. But even what I might get demonetized already from some of the stuff I've played. I don't know. I don't think I want to risk it. Oh, I was referencing, Brooke Shields getting exploited as an underage model. I see. That's great. That's wonderful. I know those are the times you want to go back to, conservative ad makers. This is like Pick Me, the ad, you know?
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. I need to watch some classic like a rock Chevy Silverado GMT 400 ads to wash out the eugenic scrap gene ad.
I'll take your word for it. I have no idea what any of that meant. I am not a car person. Yeah, I think a lot of your personality is determined by upbringing and your experiences and trauma and shit, you know. It's very hard to determine a lot of things, like what's nature versus nurture. Because we haven't raised, you know, a human being from infancy in complete isolation yet, because that would be completely unethical. So, you know. Oh, yeah, Lio did have a bit of a interesting black robe on with an iron cross one time. He certainly did. Maybe we'll go back and check out that video again. It's a classic. I did go over that on one of my streams. Oh, look. When I type in Lio Convoy lightsaber, my stream is the first thing that comes up. Then again, I'm signed in, so... That's a hard question, Sylvester. Part of me wants to think it is possible for someone to be born evil if they're, like, a complete psychopath, you know?
Sir Thomas
But even
Bigsworth
then...
4 sent a super chat. A bit late to the topic. Been having internet issues. But I just want to say I thought Blackish's video on you felt like a user rant on the level of Super Origami Kingdom or Jay Kaiser. If you know, you know.
I don't know, but thank you very much. Yeah, as far as I know, he dug up the same old dirt on me and then had a group therapy session with everybody whose has-been hotel opinion I call bad, so they could all recover from the horror of being told they have bad cartoon opinions and their hate-dom is really cringe. So, and he had a smoke alarm going on the entire time, and I, honest to God, thought his fans were just memeing in his comments. And then it turned out it was real. And I was like, how do you do this? Anyway. Ah, there it is. I found it. I found it, guys. There it is. There's Lio Convoy in the flesh. The wobbling mountainous flesh. So he has this black robe with a very distinct red iron cross on it, and I mean, lots of people like black and red as a color scheme. It is the Thundercats color scheme. To be as fair as I possibly can. But, yeah, that's certainly... Let's put him on high speed. I don't even have the sound on. Let's put him on high speed because it'll look funny. Oh, don't show video game footage. I want to see you playing with the toy. There we go. So, yeah, that's, certainly an outfit he chose to wear out in public. Well, in his backyard, anyway, it looks like. That certainly is an outfit and a robe he has. So, yep. I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Not really saying anything about it one way or another, but maybe he has good genes. I would love... Lio, there you go. Start critiquing Shad's sword fighting. Please. That would be the funniest shit to ever happen. Please. He won't, though. Well, yeah, he dyed his granddaddy's old robe that he found with this funny hood in a chest somewhere. His dad had all this Nazi memorabilia from World War II. I wonder what that was about. Just kidding. There is no evidence that Lio Convoy is a member of any extremist groups. Just covering my ass there legally. There's no evidence. I'm joshing around.
Bylonic sent a super chat. I heard Leo has a job.
He either drives a truck, which I thought was a joke, but it might be true. I don't even know. I can't tell. Or he's like a comic book editor, which is like the most stereotypical thing you could imagine him doing. So...
Thomas93 sent a super chat. That's a Maltese cross, not an iron symbol that racists have sadly perverted.
Now why would he like the Maltese cross? Isn't there like something special about it? Knights of Malta or Knights of St. John. No, it's usually used by like the fire service. So I doubt Lio was ever a volunteer firefighter. Yeah, Lio says he can't be a racist because he's Hispanic, even though the leader of the Proud Boys is Hispanic. Also, you're in Texas with a Spanish last name, Lio. That's not special. Yeah, I mean, you can't help it when a group, like, appropriates a symbol, you know? It's like, I'm not gonna go around yelling at people for using manjis because they look like swastikas, even though they're not in the same direction, you know? You gotta have some nuance with these kinds of things. But, you know, it's just a little sus. It's just a little sus, you know? I mean, he says he is, but it doesn't really mean anything, especially in America. Pretty sure he's a no Sabo gringo. Either way, so... Can't call them the Proud Boys anymore? Why? Did they change their name? Do they, like, hate that name now? If they hate the name, I'll keep calling them that. Obviously. I said I was gonna color, and now I'm just kind of noodling at my backgrounds. Oh yeah, I was gonna do a little
Cryohazard sent a super chat. I saw the Ace Space video, and he sounded like he was crashing out just talking about you. Did you take his food, language, job, or something?
I watched that one through Malcolm because I wasn't gonna sit through that shit myself. But
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Bullshit, Leo is any bit Mexican, even the Taco Bell he ate is German.
Alright, like I'm white as shit and I probably speak more Spanish than he does. Like, holy shit. I know, like Lio was like on Ace Spaces, because of course he goes on this tiny ass channel where he has full control, and he's just like, oh, Sai was crashing out, and it's totally like the pissed off one, even though he's the one on a stream specifically about me, right then, where somebody drew like a cringe image of us boxing or something. As if he wouldn't run out of breath after like 4 minutes. I don't have an NSFW channel anymore, Hazel. Because there was no point in keeping it around if there was going to be a problem with minors getting into it, so I nuked it. I was thinking of nuking it already, but I nuked it especially because fucking Bruce Boinkers came in and was posting, revenge porn of Lio. And even if I don't like somebody, I don't fuck with that, so I just nuked the whole section. It was just there for drawn erotica. Oh, I had the supers paused.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. Wait, can't you speak Spanish better than him?
Probably. I don't speak much Spanish, though.
Thomas93 sent a super chat. those assholes are why I can't get tattoos of Norse or Celtic symbols. Fuck them.
I know, right? Like, they ruined all the cool stuff. They ruined all the cool stuff. Yes, the shrimp incident, Sylvester, the shrimp incident. That's weird shit. I don't care if it was Lyo's Sona. It's really fucking bizarre behavior to be, like, drawing revenge porn of people. Please seek therapy.
Bionic sent a super chat. In a boxing match, Sayu would run circles around him.
I don't know, I'm pretty out of shape too, but... Oh, that has to be their line, Lavender, because they have to, like, make up that I did worse things than the people who are angry at me. Even though that's not true.
Sent a super chat. Saw that. You could hear him spitting into the mic.
He was, like, super nettled. Mostly because I made fun of him. Well, I didn't know who the fuck Bruce Boinkers even fucking was. I mean, I'm not gonna... I don't look into the history of every single fucking person who comes into my Discord, because that's insane. Why would you do that? That's fucking psycho. Because apparently, like, with fucking, like... Lyo's server, I guess, like, anytime somebody joins, they have to fork over, like, all of their social media, so they can be, quote-unquote, held accountable if they do anything to piss off Lyo and his clique. Yes, I drew you as the Soy Wojak, and me as the Chad Groiper, so I win.
Nicholas Tyson sent a super chat. Thankful the Trans Am Phoenix is good for a tattoo.
I know that's a car. I can tell you at least that that is a car. Hey, what's up, Nicholas? Hope you're having a good time at work. And, oh, can I get Adrian's super chat to go now,
Adrian
please?
Parchman sent a super chat. Have you seen the EAT video of the Harry Potter is the symbol of evil video on Malcolm yet? I feel like she was very hyperbole about it despite agreeing with her on something. Krim did it better though.
On Malcolm as in Malcolm reacted to it, or is the video about Malcolm? I'm confused. Nobody's, like, tried to make a cancel video on Malcolm yet, probably because... well, for one thing, he wouldn't care. Second thing, they're probably scared of him because he's too much of a normie. He's got that normie buff, you know? I'm just catching up with chat. Oh, Malcolm reacted to it. Okay, I should watch that. I don't think... Was I there for that stream? I might have been there for some of that stream. Because it sounds familiar. And I know that Malcolm loves picking on Essence of Thought. EOT is Essence of Thought, Tyler. Ethel. I did a bunch of videos on Lily. And then she recently put out a video about how my YouTube channel is dying. And my wife had to get a job at a call center. But I won't get a job because it was hard enough for her to get one, so I can't. So you just need to support my YouTube channel because I want to be a full-time content creator. That was basically that video. That's not even EOT's accent, but... That's my impression for some reason.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Malcolm would just turn that into content.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'd turn some of these little ankle biters into content, too, if they were at all interesting. But they don't even want to respond to, like, the actual points I make. They're just like, oh, let's find out all this bad stuff we can make look even worse on you.
Thomas93 sent a super chat. Thanks to the Proud Boys. I also can't wear my Half-Life shirt with a lambda symbol anymore.
They ruined the lambda symbol, too? Isn't that also like a fucking frat thing and sorority thing? How could you do that? That's not yours. Yeah. And they live in India so they can survive on like $100 a week. And it's like, do you realize how privileged you are? You know, as a white expat in fucking India living on $100, like, a week or a month. And you're whining. Oh, no, I just use that because I can't do Ethel's accent, so I went with some sort of northern farmer accent. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe I'll have to watch that Malcolm stream later, though. It sounds fun. And I think I was there for part of it. I don't know.
Oblivion Blade TT sent a super chat. Pretty sure you could describe Leo's server with Apache the Pirate meme. That's it? That's your alt-right extremist server? That was just schizo posting and Japanese hentai.
My favorite thing in that A-Space stream was Lyle going, "We went through the logs. We exported from Psy's server, and the Lily chat is 70 gigs. And he's acting like that's like a big deal and a condemnation on me when it's like a fucking joke in my Discord that we barely talk about Lily in the Lily chat. The Lily Thunderdome is basically general. Like, we even pointed out when we're not talking about Lily. So I can imagine his kittens pawing through the logs of my Discord server like, oh fucking Christ, they're talking about World of Warcraft again. You know? I don't really have a strict adherence to topic in my chats, so I don't think any of them can understand that, because they seem like the kind of people who would, like, mute people for, like, going off topic or something, you know? Why would I go through his logs? I don't care to. That's just not me. I just make fun of people and critique their videos. That's what I'm most interested in doing. Like I said, some big dog out there is eventually gonna get a whiff of Lio. And it'll be very funny when that happens. Because I think that guy's got a lot of skeletons. A lot more than we even realize. But I'm not gonna be the person to expose that. That's just not what I do. I'm just a fucking streamer. I just banter and entertain people, and that is all I care about, really. I discovered the deep dark secret that I'm a giant nerd. And they're all like, oh, a 17-year-old definitely accessed your NSFW section, but they can't even prove it. Like, okay, did that person get the role as an opt-in? The brief time toward the end it was an opt-in? Did they get the role after the NSFW section was gone and a bunch of people asked for it as a joke? You don't know. Neither do I, and I don't care to investigate because the NSFW section is gone and it doesn't matter anymore. Because we're not going to have one again because my community doesn't really need one. I started it when the server was a lot smaller and I had already been thinking of getting rid of it because I was like, this really isn't worth having around and having to moderate and shit, you know? And of course the gooners in the commentary community couldn't even conceive of that because they're constantly gooning with each other. I know, I would love it if June the King talked about Lyle. Everyone charge your energy crystals to manifest a June the King Lyle convoy video. One where he uses the lion mask as the center photo. Please, please. I don't think he had another melty recently. I was just talking about one stream he happened to be on at the height of the CC trying to make me their new public enemy or their new lol cow. Because they think it's possible to make someone into a lol cow. It's this really strange attitude they have. Like, oh, if we just say somebody's cringe enough, other people will believe it when nobody fucking cares. Ant has NSFW on his Discord. I mean, that's his prerogative. I saw one worth it anymore.
A super chat. Leo molding about you was great.
I know, it's so funny. And again, he's like completely masked off with his homophobia. Shouldn't more people around him care about that?
_silver sent a super chat. Essence of thought? More like absence of thought.
Got her! Heard that one before, but yeah. I know, Ethel's another one of those people who just gets like... who just holds grudges. Like, she's had a grudge against Rachel Oates for years for being friends with someone who said something Ethel didn't like once. And it's like... let it go! Holy shit! I've not seen the Jell-O video yet, because I don't really know that much about Jell-O, so... I probably will watch it eventually. It's not something I've been in a mood for, you know? I've been watching... What have I been watching? What have I even... I've been watching FNAF lore again for some reason. I don't know why! Still gonna play Help Wanted one of these days. I do want to upgrade my VR helmet. I keep saying that. I just gotta fucking order the index already. I will be selling off my old helmet, though, which still works. It's still a fine helmet, but...
Oblivion Blade TT sent a super chat. Can confirm talking about Lily in the Lily chat is like... maybe happens for like an hour out of the day even when there was lots to talk about.
Yeah, basically.
Rock Josiah sent a super chat. I wish he was more mask off. It's horrifying.
I mean, it seems like there's nothing he can't do or say that the people around him won't just, like, excuse. And it's like, okay, what is going on here? Like, either he has something on you, or associating him with is benefiting you in some way, or he's covering for something you're all involved in, you know? I was saying in my Discord earlier, it's like to sweep for Lio this
Lanine
much.
sent a super chat.
Super.
Reminds me of this one chicken moon horse covered who wanted to make an autistic kid the next lol cow. Turned out she was quite the alog herself.
You know, that happens to anybody who tries to rally trolls as their own personal army against somebody. Usually it blows up in their face, and rightfully so. So, yes. What was I saying, though? Damn it. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, I was saying in my Discord earlier that, for them to sweep for Lio this much and this hard, they better all be, like, doing, like, satanic orgies with goat sacrifices and blood drinking. Like, what is so important that you keep having to excuse this guy? Yeah, I did watch the call with Lio and Ponder and whoever else was in there, and I was very disappointed in Ponder. I do hope she is disassociated from those people. She was absolutely in there playing good cop so they could wear this person down, and it's like... Oh, I don't like how I did these rocks at all. I want to start over. I didn't even mean to start anything on Limus. I was more making fun of them for being like, I have so many minors in my server, and I don't let 30-year-olds in there, because 30-year-olds come in and are creepy to them. And I think what did they say? They were like 30-year-olds keep coming into my server and being creepy to the minors there, and I was like, why do you have minors in your server, and why do you apparently have this huge predator problem? They don't have a predator problem. Limus was always talking about Marker Strange posting, like, Nami underboob from an official One Piece game that's, like, rated T. That's what they mean when they're like, oh, 30-year-olds are always coming in here being perverts to the kids. That's what they mean. And that's what they mean when they say 30-year-olds shouldn't talk about, animation. But, like, kind of made yourself look sus. And then in the response video to me and a few other critics, Linus is outright saying, well, I wanted to make a safe space for teenagers that, like, I didn't have as a kid, where they can, you know, come and get support. It's like, dude, you should not be announcing that you're making a space that you're inviting a bunch of underage people to explicitly. That, even if you have good intentions, that's dangerous and not good. And even if you have good intentions, that doesn't mean you're going to be good for those kids. You know, especially if clearly what Limus was doing was living vicariously through teenagers, you know, trying to recapture the teenagerhood they never had. And it's like, don't do that. You're using these children. That's still kind of a form of grooming. You are preparing them to be your fucking, like, I don't know, your fucking trauma sponge, or your, just an object for you to live vicariously through so you could feel like a teenager again yourself. You're still using them, even if it's not sexual, you know? Like, I wasn't out here like, I'm gonna cancel Limus. I just wanted to talk about their fucking videos, you know? They went the hardest on me. It's funny though, when I was rough cutting the first Has-Been Hatem stream, Limus sent me like a generous super chat and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch while I draw," and then turned like the second I called what they did at the con with getting Alex Brightman to sign that thing really creepy. So, you know, I wasn't... maybe they were expecting me to kiss their ass or go, "Wow, this video actually has good points. I am convinced." But I don't know what they were expecting exactly, but that's staying in the cut. That's staying in, because it makes me laugh. I wasn't, like, originally I wasn't even gonna make a cut, but, like... Limus going like, "Oh, leave me alone," and then, you know, continuing to mauld about me and going on Blackish's video to be like, "We're all here in the Psy support group. She hurt us so much."
Ironic sent a super chat. Limus has serious Peter Pan syndrome.
Which is not good. I mean, they're only 20. I understand. It's a bit of a culture shock. You are an adult now, though. There's no excuse once you're 20. You are a fucking adult. And you gotta start learning to act like one. And that doesn't mean you have to give up all of your, like, interests. You don't have to give up video games or anime or collecting toys or anything like that. But you have to behave like an adult. You have to be able to do that. You can have any other interests you fucking want. Of course, these are all the people that are like, "Oh my god, you're in your 40s. How dare you like animation and all this other stuff? You're not supposed to do that." Like, what? Am I supposed to just give up everything and get into crocheting and reading the newspaper and checking my stocks or something? Like, what do you expect? Now more than ever, like, interests go across generations, and that's not a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, oh my god, it was like, I think it was Madeline. Madeline was streaming with Ant, and they were doing Limus's mouthwashing video, too. And even though Madeline didn't know anything about mouthwashing, and didn't know anything about Limus, she still, like, completely nailed Limus's attitude and what was wrong with it. It was kind of amazing. The mouthwashing video was even more frustrating, because it's like, everybody gets this game wrong, and everyone interprets it wrong, except me, and then Limus just gets the entire timeline wrong, and then interprets it poorly, and it's like, uh-huh. Yeah, you're the only one who understands it, huh? And again, now their whole line is, "You're too old to be responding to people my age." And it's like, why? Why?
Scones and Jam sent a super chat. You're old. Kids, I know you don't get along with your parents, but you'll be 42 someday.
Well, if you're lucky, you'll be 40 someday, that's for sure. Well, I hate when I say that, too. There was one person who was like, "You're closer to death than all of them." I was like, am I? Because they all seem to think they're not gonna be 40 one day. The person got really mad at that. Oh god, yeah, my James Somerton Utena video. I do enjoy that. I cut out so many of James's tangents, too. Like, the whole fucking part about Attack on Titan goes on for so much longer than in the edit. It's just it's so pointless, I just cut it out completely. But you can always watch the full VOD if you want the full reacts of things, so, you know, both exist. Usually I am just all about creating, like, a good video flow when I edit. Something that's just good to listen to. And then I add in visual jokes for people who are actually watching. So I know a lot of people don't entirely watch YouTube videos. I don't blame you for that. Neither do I. I'm always looking at the tablet. It was funny, though, one time when I was watching a Bored Oranges video, and all of a sudden he goes, "Hey, you! Look up from the drawing tablet." And I was like, ah! It's like, okay, you caught me. You want to be 18 again? Why? You couldn't pay me to go through my teenage years again. You're kidding me? I would never want to be a teenager again. Hell, I wouldn't even want to be in my 20s again. Fuck that noise. You'll understand when you're older. I hate saying that phrase, but seriously, you will understand when you're older. You will. That should be more of a comforting phrase than a dismissive one, though. Like, seriously, you will understand when you're older. I promise you. Unless you have completely arrested development like some of these fucking people, but, you know. Yeah, you'd rather eat a wasp than be a teenager again. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Malcolm's gotta stop infecting my fucking catchphrases before I lose any of my own original ones. I mean, maybe if it was a Suzy Q situation where I still had an adult mind and all my memories and I could just fuck with people, maybe. But not if it was just reliving them. As is.
Sent a super chat. The animated Lily part in the last vid sent me a lol.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have been integrating the Lily puppet more into videos. The Lily puppet made by our friend of the channel, Liquid. Which is so funny, and so much better than the one I made, that I just started using his. In fact, let's go get that short real quick, why not? I'm pretty proud of it. It loops, I don't have the Mazel Tov part in there, but the loop was too funny. Oh, it's muted, damn it. Ruined my timing.
See, I'm not anti-Semitic. I like the Jew episode. See, I'm not anti-Semitic. I keep showing the menorah, guys. I'm not anti-Semitic, guys. I'm not. Just because I called Rebecca Sugar a Nazi doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic, guys. See, menorah. See, I'm not anti-Semitic.
Like, she kept showing... This was from her...
Ironic sent a super chat. Seriously, it's great to not be a teenager.
It really is. It really fucking is. I would never have to go back to school again, guys. I would never want that. But yeah... So, in the last one I edited, her one talking about how fantasy adventure is ruining slice of life, she kept bringing up this one episode of The Ghost and Molly McGee about a menorah and going, this episode made me cry. Like, it totally made me cry, guys. It totally made me cry. And it was like she's doing it a little too much to show, like, what a good ally she is, you know? Is that kind of thing? But yeah, if, let me see if I can find... Ah, good, it comes up. Oh, wait, that's their Tumblr. This is the person who makes all of our funny Lily art and, Wojaks and stuff, though. Very talented artist, very talented. Do you have your Ko-fi on here? Oh, you do, cool. So you can go to Liquid's Ko-fi. And, he has the Lily puppet up for free. So it's 8 frames that you can use to make Lily talk like a Canadian. It's very fun. And then I did what Liquid did and wiggle it around a little bit on some frames to give it kind of a jerky motion. It just looks funnier that way.
Cryohazard sent a super chat. I was at a Comic-Con this weekend, and I saw someone who was 50 dressed as Mega Mind. Maybe they need to get better at their own hobby.
Well, like... Again, like, let people like things. Let people enjoy things. Like, oh, you're too old to enjoy that. Well, who cares? I thought we were over this, telling people they're not the right demographic to enjoy something.
Oblivion Blade TT sent a super chat. Something that stuck with me is that they called them explaining mouth-washing mansplaining after talking about how few people understand it. Just calling everybody stupid for not getting it already.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just such a weird video. And, like, it was to the point, like, I couldn't even believe that Limus actually played the game, because they were getting so much wrong, and then I go and discover, oh, they actually did play it on stream. Wow. But anyway, I'm gonna take my break real quick and feed my animals, and I kind of have to pee. So, I will... Oh, I paused my music again. I forgot to turn it back on. I'll leave you guys with some music, and I will be right back. Okay, apparently my internet decided to have a dip while I was away. What the fuck just happened? At least it was on the break. Anyway, I'm back. Yeah, Lio, I don't think, no, Lio can't be Lex Luthor. He's not smart enough. He thinks he's Batman, though. I'm gonna tell you all to refresh the stream because you're behind me. No, like as soon as I get up to go to the bathroom and feed my pets, it like disconnects everything. I don't know what that was about. Oh my god, is my internet powered by me? What supervillain would Lio be? It'd have to be a really lame one. Like, you know, someone from, like, the Z list of Batman villains. Maybe he'd be Man-Bat. Probably gonna wrap up in half an hour anyway, but it's like, why? Why does my ISP keep doing this to me? Maybe it's... Maybe it is the weather. I mean, it has been boiling fucking hot the last... Well, for us anyway, it has been. It's like 80, 83 degrees out, but for us, that's like death. You know, people in Arizona and Texas right now are like, shut the fuck up. Condiment King? Condiment King! Isn't that a real one? Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, guys, that's fucking perfect. Oh my god. Because he even has, like, a Batman-like outfit. And we know that Lio likes to conduct his business in the Walmart McDonald's. Oh, I'll have to tell Malcolm's server about this later. This is perfect, you guys. I thank you for letting me know this character exists. This is beautiful. So what has he got there? He's got ketchup, mustard, guacamole. Guacamole's expensive, bro. How are you funding this? Oh, amazing, amazing. Okay. Or is this outfit better? He's got like a pickle on his head. And he's in his underwear. I don't know, I kind of like the Batman knockoff one more for Lio. I think that fits him more, since he's a wannabe Batman. Ah, this is beautiful, this is beautiful. We're all learning today, guys. Green is relish. Okay, that makes more sense. That would actually hurt people, actually. You can at least burn somebody's eyes pretty good with that. Maybe I'll just color characters for right now, since we are gonna wrap up soon anyway. The relish disrespect. I don't like relish, I'm sorry. I don't like relish. Professor Pig! Nah. They actually They actually had a pretty cool Professor Pig in Gotham, so I can't see him as Lio. That whole fucking story arc was crazy. Was Condiment King voiced by Adam West? I hope that's true, because that would be fucking incredible. Am I cutting out again? Everything says it's A-okay on my end. Oh, what has Adrian sent me? I can't see everybody's names because I'm in streamer mode, but I'm going to assume it's this thing that I just saw. I'm gonna assume it's this. Do I even want to know? Lio doesn't seem like a Superman guy, though. He seems like he just likes Batman because he thinks Batman is... I guess Batman is all about vengeance, kind of, but he still has a code of conduct that Lio refuses to have. I forgot to draw the stars on her knees here, damn it. Isn't Nightwing like the one Robin nothing like terrible happened to? This is Dick Grayson, right? Casually Comics, is that a good channel?
Rock Josiah sent a super chat. He affords the guac with crime. Obviously.
Batman, it's a vicious cycle. I keep having to commit crimes to afford guacamole to shoot at people. That's his tragic story. My parents are dead. Isn't Tim Drake the one who got brainwashed in one of the movies? Jason Todd died and then came back as Red Hood. I know that one. Well, everyone knows that Nightwing has a nice ass, you know, that's just canon. See, that's the funny thing, I don't have a lot of comic book autism for cape shit. I just kind of know things through nerd osmosis, and I'm never into superhero stuff. Breaking Bad if Lio was the main character. It would never get started. Imagine like a Vince Gilligan style show of, based on the ACC, though. That could be interesting. Actually, I don't know. I barely know anything about Damian Wayne as Robin, to tell you the truth. No, I've never seen Osmosis, Joan. I'm just using the word osmosis. For, like, I have absorbed information about comic books from just being around other nerds and just knowing comics history, you know? Oh, the high school comic, Gotham High. Jay Longbone has a really funny read-through of that. I highly recommend. It's just as bad as you might imagine. It's like this. It's like a CW show.
Bylonic sent a super chat. I only know of the comics through the CN cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a lot of the DC cartoons as a kid, obviously. I was all up in Batman Animated. And they did a read-through of Gotham High, and I think she did a group read-through of something else, too, but I can't remember what it was at the moment. They might have done I Am Not Starfire as well, actually. I know I watched a few people read through that. Oh yeah, like Bruce was, and Alfred were both Asian for some reason. I mean, whatever, but it didn't seem to really have a point to it. You know? Like... And it was kind of like an AU, but kind of not. It was really confusing what they were even going for. Obviously, they just wanted to use the brand name to try to push some, like, YA drama comics. But, like, why don't you just make YA drama comics? Like, romance comics used to be a thing. You know, there was a time when all American comics weren't just superhero bullshit. Yeah, Dan Fan did a good video on I Am Not Starfire as well. I like her. I haven't watched her lately, but I like Dan Fan. She does a lot of, like, really funny videos on, like, just weird comic stuff. I think she did that weird Lois Lane one, too. It was like Lois Lane is also Asian and in college, and, like, had nothing to do with, like, actual Lois Lane at all. Might as well have just been an original story. I mean, I feel like comics are gonna end up becoming all digital, you know, sooner than we think. Oh, I remember reading the Spawn comics. I know I did read some of those. I mean, I didn't avoid Cape shit entirely.
Oblivion Blade TD sent a super chat. If you want to do critiques like Loomis, Artie, or Lily, but better, just remember that spreading knowledge is not a fight you need to win.
True. I mean, overall, I kind of focus on... I mean, as much as I'm making fun of weirdos on YouTube with weird opinions, I generally think we come down positively on, you know, why things are good and why it's okay to like things and, you know, navigating these spaces and just about art and creation in general. Yeah, like, the Lois Lane in My Adventures with Superman is at least Lois Lane. You know? The one in that weird Lois Lane comic was just, she might as well have just been an original character. She had nothing to do with Lois Lane or her history at all. I still kind of want to see My Adventures with Superman, because I think having Jack Quaid as Superman is a good choice. He's like Huey on The Boys. That is his name, right? Jack Quaid? Let me make sure. Yes. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, if you're having like a fresh off the turnip farm, you know, new to the big city Superman, Jack Quaid is a great choice. You know, great choice. Keith David's is gonna have a jazz album. That is exciting news. Yeah, isn't that something they did in the new Superman, I heard? That, like, the Kryptonians are kind of like Viltrumites now? But I think that's been in some Superman adaptations, right? I mean, look at Zod, right? That's been a thing for a while. That they're actually kind of evil.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. Any opinions on propaganda?
I mean, I know it exists. There are definitely, in military propaganda and entertainment, absolutely fucking exists. But I think people overstate it. You know, and I think the whole ACAB thing is a little short-sighted. Like, okay, you would be the first motherfucker calling the police if your house got robbed. Don't fucking lie, you know?
Scones and Jam sent a super chat. Jamie Reyes and Jon Stewart are fantastic iterations of a previous hero, but they're their own characters first and foremost. I love them both.
Yeah, like, we need to normalize having different actors play the same character again, too. Like, they keep trotting out all these geriatric actors back to do, like, continuations of things, and it's like, just hire somebody new. Just hire somebody new. I mean, I'm glad they're finally replacing Black Panther, because, I mean, Chadwick Boseman was amazing and perfect for the role, but nobody can help that he had terminal cancer, unfortunately. I don't think it's disrespectful to replace the actor in that instance, you know, instead of bending and breaking the entire franchise in on itself to make Shuri the new Black Panther, you know? Could have just recast the guy, you know, would have been a little simpler.
Oblivion Blade TD sent a super chat. The whole lot are weird combative about what should just be sharing their perspective. Always in a huge fight against nobody in particular.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what I do here, is share my perspective and comment on other people's perspective, especially when I think they're out of pocket and wrong. You know, like with the Has-Been Hate Tub, it's not just you don't like the show, it's you make it like your life's mission to hate these shows and act like other people are amoral for not hating these shows. That's what's crazy about you. You know? Yeah, I mean, I know Chadwick. I mean, Chadwick was. You gotta admire the guy working his ass off with terminal cancer. I mean, just holy shit. Like, as soon as I saw the picture of him where he was really skinny, and a bunch of people were so incensed, like, oh, I bet he's on crack now, but I took one look at him and said, oh my god, he's sick. He's sick. You know, there's a certain look people have when they've lost weight from cancer. If you know, you know. Unfortunately, I do know. So... Oh yeah, if you like campy shit, the Blue Beetle movie should be good, because Blue Beetle's always been more of a campy character. Just bring back camp, man. Yeah, Chadwick Boseman was the GOAT. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Like, well, everything I've seen of Superman 2025, it's like so Silver Age, and I love watching Ant respond to people on it, because Ant knows comics. He knows superhero comics way better than I do, because I don't care about superheroes, to be honest. So it's always fun to see him watching somebody complain about certain things in the James Gunn movies and going, "That's from the comics. This is from issue whatever of so-and-so's run of, you know, the Amazing Supergirl, whatever," you know, he knows all this shit. So it's so funny to see them get angry at stuff that's been, like, established comics canon. That's just stuff, like, most normie, casual superhero knowers wouldn't know. You know, because, like, everybody knows the basics, like, oh, you know, Superman is from Krypton and gets his power from the sun. Batman's parents are dead. They died in an alley from a gunshot. You know, most people know the basics of each superhero. But they don't know, like, the fucking, like, 80 years of comic history. You know? That's the thing, though, with the sequel to Black Panther, is, like, you didn't have to kill off the character just because the actor died. I think that's very short-sighted and a stupid way to write movies, personally, you know? I just think it is. You need to normalize people playing the same character as somebody else and having their own take on it and stuff like that. Like, I still really want Giancarlo Esposito to play Professor X. I would kill for that. I want to see this happen. No more going back to prequel movies so the old actors can get a break, but still be in the movie. And you still have the old movies to watch. You still have those, you know? Yeah, exactly what Inky's saying. It felt more like a funeral for Chadwick Boseman than it did an actual movie. Because if you let, like, metatextual events impact your movie too much, it just takes people out of the movie and it's not a movie anymore. You know? It's not there to tell a story, it's there to, like, write out things that happened in real life and comment on things that happened in real life, and it's like, that really shouldn't be the function of a narrative unless it's about that, unless it's like a biopic or something. I heard the movie was, like, decent, but, you know, I wasn't very interested in it, personally. I mean, the girl who played Shuri was fine, I didn't think her acting was that good, you know? So, yeah, we swap James Bond every decade. Could you imagine if they brought Sean Connery back at like 90 to play James Bond or something? But also, they could just stop rebooting things and, like, greenlight new stuff. We could also do that, you know? We can make new things. I think the indie scene has been showing that people want new things. That's okay, because the studio system is kind of dying, and I'm glad to see it go. So... Oh, nobody likes Namor. Fuck that guy. I keep telling you, he's 80 years old, and he's dead. Yeah, right? Like, it was so embarrassing with the new Star Wars movies where you have, like, these actors who are elderly now, and they have them, like, doing the same shit they did in the original movies 30 years ago. Like, why the fuck would Han Solo go back to being a fucking, like, smuggler? Why isn't he a senator somewhere, you know? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's so unimaginative. Oh, Idris Elba's Bond. I can see that. I mean... I haven't really read a lot of Garth Ennis' stuff. I probably wouldn't like it. I know the original comic of The Boys is a complete clusterfuck. I really love the show, though. But I do share his sentiment that the American comics scene is too full of cape shit. And everything else just gets choked out, or had gotten choked out. Yeah, new thing, no guarantee, but also they've made plenty of, like, shitty remakes and reboots and attempts at universes and shit, too. Wasted a ton of money there, you know? Yeah, Han could be training pilots. So, like, why is, like, fucking Leia still doing rebellion shit? They won! Where did the New Order come from? You know, it was just like, oh god. Maybe if you hadn't thrown out the entire EU, you would have had fucking source material to work with. Dipshits. Leia and Han being divorced is the only accurate part. I mean, yeah, I can kind of see that. Like, they wouldn't work out in the long run. I don't think that's unreasonable. You know, but to have him, like, still be dressed in the same outfit he was 30 years ago and doing the same shit was just fucking ridiculous. Yes, the member berries. The member berries, of course. I still will never understand how they bought Star Wars for like $4 billion and didn't like have the whole new trilogy planned out to like the scene, you know, to have a cohesive through line and tell a good fucking story. Like, why would you not do that? I don't understand. I mean, Harrison Ford keeps doing it though, probably because the money's good, but he obviously doesn't have his heart in it. Hey, welcome, Shadow Pups. I'm actually gonna wrap up in like 10 minutes, but welcome! I think I have other Sapphire reference here. I'm gonna go back a little bit. There we are. That's a more accurate clip for white there. That's better. Her quote-unquote white colors, which are actually a very light blue. Oh, Jenny Nicholson did a video on the Star Wars Hotel? Oh, I might have to watch that. That whole thing was something else. I mean, on paper it's a good idea, but I don't know how. You'd have to, like, be very organized to make it work, and clearly they were not. Yeah, Sapphire's a... Yeah, canonically, she is a Cyclops. This is a canon image I have up here. She only has one eye. That's why Garnet has 3 eyes. Oh, can I get this side out a little more here? Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, Garnet has 3 eyes because Sapphire only has 1, and Ruby has 2.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Harrison Ford is an actual search and rescue pilot.
Oh, that's cool as shit. That's cool as shit. Good for him.
Sent a super chat. This is the thing, it's cowardice and ego. Can't get your crappy comedy show greenlit? Just slap Scooby-Doo characters in it and rework it into Velma.
Oh yeah, Velma was an interesting beast, actually. I kind of went on a little research tear, trying to figure out how the fuck it even came to be. And what I found out was, Mindy Kaling has been an executive producer on every show she's ever been on, which means she put up money for the show. So she probably bought her way into an acting role in The Office. And Velma was made by her own production house and Charlie Grandy's own production house, and he was also a writer on The Office. So this was her vanity project the entire time, but I guess Warner Brothers wouldn't give them a show on HBO unless they used existing characters, and she just picked Scooby-Doo. Because I guess she could turn Velma into herself. Because every show she writes and produces is just about her. Every single one. It's incredible. So she is just a Nepo baby who used mommy and daddy's doctor and lawyer money to buy a Hollywood career. And that's how Velma came to be. She clearly just wanted to make an adult cartoon for some reason. But, like, didn't even fucking respect animation. And it's, you know, it's kind of a shame because I actually don't mind the style of the show that much, and I think the animation team actually did a good job for the garbage they were given. Well, it's because Fred is actually funny, Rooks. in the show, he's actually fucking funny. Like, the way they write him, you're supposed to be laughing at him, but he's so fucking over the top and ridiculous that becomes the joke, and the actor has such good comedic timing. You can't help but find him a little charming in his stupidity, you know? The guy who played, the Shaggy insert, what was his name, Norville? He was pretty funny, too. I think I find myself thinking, I think Norville and Fred's voice actors should be switched. You know? That was just me. It's Dennis from Always Sunny. No, that's why he was funny. Yeah, Shaggy's birth name is Norville. Like, Shaggy isn't his name, it's a nickname. And that's, like, canon, but I guess they wouldn't let them use Shaggy and Scooby-Doo after the show was turning out to be fucking awful. So, they legally weren't allowed to use Shaggy's name, so they just called him Norville. And Mindy Kaling herself, of course, can't fucking act and can't deliver a joke to save her goddamn life. And it was just the same old Mindy Kaling jokes, which are, I'm not over high school, even though I'm, like, 45. You know? Actually, I did a comic about Velma. Let's, end with that. We'll end with that today. Psylore. I think Cougar was gonna dub it, and then that never happened. Bastard. So yeah, this was my caption for that. Let me put on some less distracting background music. You don't get Night's music, Mindy Kaling. There we go. That's perfect. Silent Hill music. So yeah, I said, you know what? Fuck you. Does your shitty humor better than you? Yes, hello, I'm from Hollywood. I'm having a midlife crisis and want to make a show about me being the streetwise, snarky teenager I never got to be in high school. According to my algorithmic calculations, we need another Scooby-Doo project to maintain brand awareness. Make it that. Ah, fine. Hey, fellow aging Gen Xer from The Office. You're hip with the young people today, aren't you? Of course, they say things like hashtag, baby carrot, and basic bitch, and call voicemail VM, probably. That was like a joke in there, of him calling it VMs. And American Pie-style humor is still relevant, right? I don't see why it wouldn't be. Oh, but HBO Water Discovery Plus Max told me my brilliant idea for a show has to be one of their dumb cartoons. All cartoons that appeal to adult animation watchers are stupid shit for kids or Modern Family Guy, right? I don't know and I don't care to find out, but I'm an SNL writer, the top tier of comedy. And then he turns to the camera and blinks. Like that one shot in the trailer. That was my contribution to the Velma hate. Have you seen it before? Yeah, I'm the one who made this. I did it in a slightly different... I did it more toward my, my toony, my Western toony style. And I was trying to mimic the style of the show a little bit, but it's like whenever I have to go like Western tune, I kind of channel Gedney Tartakovsky. So, well, there you go. That's my Velma comic. Yes, I was so angry I animated it. That's how much I hated it. I didn't even watch the damn thing. I watched other people cover it. Anyway, that's about where we're gonna wrap up today. Anyway, I said I was gonna clock out at 5, leave you on Sapphire. So anyway, thank you for coming to the stream, guys. I'm gonna see. Actually, let me see real quick if there's anybody I can send you guys to. If anybody else is streaming at the strange hour right now. Let me just get into the thing that lets me do that. I wish I could do it from OBS. That would be so fucking convenient. Okay. Who is streaming right now? Let's see. Mostly the music channels I'm subscribed to. Do you guys just want to... Well, you hear Dated playing right now. You guys just want to go to Dated, to one of his music streams. If I can find it. The Weather Channel's got to be going still, right? Yeah, it's always going. I'll send you guys to the Weather Channel. So whoever fell asleep during the stream will wake up to spooky music and weird radio broadcasts. There you go. There you go. Alright, I am heading out now, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for all your super chats. I really appreciate it. I will probably pick up doing Okami again either tomorrow night or Friday night. So I will definitely announce that ahead of time if you want to join me for that. And I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.